Hello, everyone, and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we've got another Ocarina of Time Randomizer Freaky Friday race. I'm starting with me on comms is Lee. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. This is the first Freaky Friday that Alex and I sort of came up with and sort of had some assistance actually plan doing it, but it did work out pretty well.
Yep, we've got two new Freaky Friday organizers, Lee here and his brother Alex, Alexander Harold, who is our top left runner on Racestream today, alongside VG Fan and Eggmeister. We've got ourselves some interesting stuff. So it's Independence Day. It's our Independence Day Freaky Friday. Between Canada being July 1st, the US Independence Day, also my birthday, being the 4th of July, and then Bastille Day in France is coming up on the 14th. I'll tell you a little fun thing. They're starting off with a bang, with some bombs. We've also got a whole variety of sanities. They'll need the forest fire and the fire, water, and light medallions out of forest, fire, and shadow. And there's a whole bunch of sanities too. But they won't be stealing anybody's stuff from their houses, on the other hand. That's all turned off. Including all of the pots in the houses. No guardhouse pots for them today. Any particular thoughts as I get ready to set them off, Lee?
I'm looking forward to how well the seeded will be. Like, since we're starting off as adults, we'll get to see a few custom hints. Blink and you miss it.
Yep. And alright, let's get them going.
So Egg's the only one that's using the DDR rule set, from what I can understand.
Yep, Egg is using DDR as per his typical, and then we have standard for Alex and DG Fan today. But among other things, Independence Day Freaky Friday, this includes they will be forced to free all 8 Gorons, or we have asked them to free all 8 Gorons in Fire Temple. All of the small keys are vanilla. There is the boss keys on Hammer Chest, and there is a major item in the basement there on the boss key chest. And we'll start here in Temple of Time with let's see. Down check. Forests. Deku, fire, shadow, water, and we started with shadow down. Alright.
Oh, it looks like
they'll need to free all the Gorons. They will need to free all the Carpenters because there is a major item planner to be in GTG. And they'll need to free Epona too, since House Cow is on as well. House Cow is on, and there's something on it.
Yes, free the Gorons, hashtag. We need to make that popular.
Exactly.
Happy Hyrule Independence Day. We don't know when the Kingdom of Hyrule was found, but we know it was in the sky. Wait, the cow has a slingshot!
No, Cow Web Grotto Web Grotto Cow has a slingshot. That's not a house cow.
Yes.
And Minuet check is dead.
Mm-hmm. But we're already getting some major divergence with Egg going child and Alex and VG going adult.
Yep, gonna be interesting to see what all they find. This is also Cow Sanity. This is also Shop Sanity, though I did not catch any of the market shops for Egg because I completely forgot about them. Oh geez, Tentomon with a with a bomb of 10 tier 1 gift subs. Thank you for this. Thank you. Giving them to Ronikin, MC2 Brown, who's made for walking, Green Duck, Rainier, and Foggle17, Sussy Discharge, Cypher Signal, Pizza Sub, and Ryukane. Thanks a lot.
Wait.
House Cow is Bolero. Oh, great. So Bolero's been planned to be, so it's a Warp Song Destination Shuffle, and the Bolero's been planned to be our Nocturne Warp Head, specifically Warp today, so they're not getting there very fast.
you must go to your cow and play a song. So, um, Malon herself is pretty strong to get the cow up into the treehouse in the first place. I
Yes,
believe the cow is
indeed.
like a few tons.
I don't know if it's a few tons, but a cow certainly does weigh a good few 100 pounds at least. Depends on the cow. Looks like there was some bombs in the windmill, and it is song sanity as per the Blair hint. Though of course there's no song in the windmill anyway. As I say that.
Of course.
Because Song Sanity will be Song Sanity. There is always a song on a song check, even in full Song Sanity, because that's just how the randomizer likes to go.
Yes, Randomizer does like to pick favorites. Definitely looking forward to some of these cows getting some attention. Mostly
Yeah,
just
for sure. We did turn off the indoor cows. Unlike the British soldiers during the colonial times, they can't. They're not stealing people's stuff, so the indoors cows are off. But some of the others are. Librata, for instance. The Valley cow exists, and so does the Impa cow. No Master Quest job, though. We're not doing those cows today. Man on the roof giving us a stick. Someone in chat saying a cow. I think a cow is like 1,000 pounds. Okay, yeah, quite possible. I know
they are pretty
they can
big.
get pretty big.
These shops don't seem to have anything yet.
No, not at all. That's a load of junk. Hint Distro was a modified Season 5 Hint Distro. We had 2 custom hints at Temple of Time. We had one saying Happy Hyrule Independence Day, another commenting on how we don't know the exact date of the Kingdom of Hyrule, but that it dates from the... It has something to do with the Skyward Sword reference. I have actually completely forgotten the wording we put together for it. Whoops. So I had 2 custom hints at Temple of Time, the rest is basically Season 5 based. We've got always hints, sometimes hints, custom path hints, which you will see the exact wording on later once we find one, and then your usual sometimes hints and foolish hints.
Going straight into DC, I like that play still.
But there should be 2 copies of each hint. We did verify that they should be functional. Plano decided to give us a real headache with that one, but we think it should be working. Yeah, we don't tend to use our 3-person layout quite as often, but we are putting it up on show today. It is also Pod Sandy and Crate Sandy, which is why VG Fan is over here and Egg was over there.
Right, I forgot how check dense Dodongo's Cavern suddenly becomes with all.
Oh, that's a scale. Right, we did turn on crate texture match, crate and pot texture matches content. That was my first time seeing the major item texture on the pot. That's funny. Nothing much in the graveyard crate. That is the freestanding heart piece. I don't think there's any actual shuffled items in that particular crate. BGS is nice to have in EC. Dumpy pots, not yielding much on this side.
Just a lot of bloopies.
And nothing on that side either. Yep, lots of bloopies.
Oh, let's just hope that Alex can get some heart pieces for that.
Yeah, toilet's a key. Okay. Ooh,
He's gonna grab that. That makes sense. because if he doesn't, he... Yep. It's all... He's just down 3 hearts instead of 2.
Yep.
Oh, I see, Egg is probably gonna chicken dive down to the bottom of the well.
Yep. We hope we don't find any glitches, any glitched logic bugs today, but that did come up in a recent other race. Oopsies.
It wouldn't be the first time. That's for sure.
Would not be. In case anyone didn't know, in another recent Freaky Friday race, we found a bit of a logic bug. You actually had to glitch into the well to be able to beat that scene. If you didn't want to do any other glitches, that is. You could avoid the well entirely if you glitched a whole bunch more, but if you want to avoid those glitches, you had to go glitch in there, because, oopsies on a few things, as just a nut off this DC scrub. And yes, there is in fact an item behind the lava fall in DC. It's a recovery heart in the original game. It's an odd placement for sure.
A wallet.
That's a wallet in the Dante race. But we're just getting checks from all sides. That's a reset for Egg and reload for Alex. Downpay race is kind of hard when you've got a load of freestanding items to check too on the way.
Yep.
Also, Ribbit! As far as his low health sound. Don't forget the pot's egg, though I think we turned off the interior ones. I don't know if we did turn off that one, but we did turn off most of the interior ones. No raiding people's houses for their stuff. I believe Egg is probably consulting a checklist of some kind to remember what all is there in Kokiri anyway, because there's a lot. For Kokiri, so yeah, Kokiri Sword Chest, there's a couple freestandings here as well.
But they'd all have to be outside.
Yep.
Oh my god, the 2 bloopies that are gonna kill him. You see, alright, there's a lot of pots and crates up here in DC.
Yep. Nothing in the Kokiri Sword Chest or in the maze there for Egg. Keeping track of free runners on Pot Sanity, Crate Sanity, Rupee Mania is a fun time. I think the pots inside Link's house might have had stuff. I don't remember if we turned those off, but as it turns out, they're useless anyway.
Yep.
I think there's one pot in there. We put this idea together 2 weeks ago, just after the last Freaky Friday, basically. So I've actually somewhat seriously forgotten what all we turned off, besides the general idea.
Basically, a lot of indoor stuff that isn't, like, linked stuff.
Is turned off just so, because, no stealing people's stuff today.
Indeed. I mean...
these pots look boring for VG fan.
After all, it is a violation of the 4th Amendment, unreasonable search and seizure, which... It would be unreasonable if you went into someone's house and just took all their stuff. Even if you are the hero of time. Gives you no right
and
to
yeah,
break...
yeah. Sorry, I'm just commenting how we do have both chest texture matches contents and pot crate texture matches contents too. Egg peeking at various freestandings here in Kokiri. I have no idea what's up on that ledge.
Oh, I see. Toilet has a small key.
Yep, saw that hint earlier from VG Fan. Egg setting up some ISG to get some sticks here by the Deku Tree. The scrubs are still a scam for VG Fan. I think both of them sold bloopies. Thanks. And Fortress is foolish. Okay, game. They will still need a free all for a carpenter, so that does not save them from much.
I mean, access to GTG is always nice.
Yeah.
But with all those pots turned off, it can't really do anything.
Yeah, Goron Pot's dead. The Spinny Pot, that is. The others are still around. The others still exist. What is that over here? Okay, nothing much.
At least Dampe was kind enough to give us a wallet in death.
Yeah, I can get some extra money and keep some extra money because of him. Too terrible a Lizalfos fight actually there on Alex's side, considering he doesn't have a shield. Those pots are more uselessness.
Yes. And Alex is going to be picking up the BGS, but of course he's never going to use it. More pots. So many bloopies, like, I swear. I should just do, like, the all sanity things and just see how many bloopies I get.
Alright. Nothing at all here in this room of Deku Tree. That's an item above King Dodongo, though.
Ooh.
Explore, that's a bow. They'll need that.
So we still had to kill King Dodongo, but yes. We all know that he's a stone, I believe.
Yes, we do. That is the Zora Sapphire, to be particular. We don't actually have the medallion layout shown on Restream because it's a 3-player layout, so if you have questions, please ask. For those who are just tuning in, haven't missed a ton. It's been a fairly chaotic first 15 minutes, but that's the typical with pods, crates, and freestandings on. Even with all of our disabled checks, probably best to just check out our settings command. We've got some wonkiness. So for Independence Day, we'll need to fire water and light medallions from Fire, Shadow, and Forest. We've got a load of sanities. They start with a bomb bag. And they'll need to free some assorted friends along the way, too.
Oh, there was another bomb bag in the tree. But since this is closed forests...
Yeah. The pots right over there do not count as stealing. We debated actually between freeing the carpenters or having them be 0 carpenters, depending on how we felt about the Corona. It's dwarf. Actually, I believe later it was our plan to tube those pots over there. Unless that got changed. That was somebody memeing. I think it was either, I forget if it was you or Alex Lee, but one of you was memeing on that one. I remember that much.
I think it was me.
Yeah, Cannon Tower Pot 1, light arrows. Pretty sure that's supposed to be those pots over there in any case. It certainly wasn't one of the trial pots.
Yes.
That would be a reasonable search and seizure. Yes, true. But that is why the dungeon pots are still on and all that. Dungeons are not the same as random people's houses, as Egg gets his forest medallion. Who are the founding fathers of Hyrule? I mean, so technically Skyward Sword is the first game in the timeline.
I would say probably Link, Zelda, and Groose, maybe?
Probably. We
Founding
did have a hint, we did have a custom hint written up. We don't know when. What hint was that? Sorry now for Egg, I just completely missed it.
Creator's melody is a bloopy.
Thanks. But anyway, we did kind of hint saying we don't know when the Kingdom of Hyrule was founded, but we do know that they descended from the sky. We had a little reference to Skyward Sword there. Let's see. Fire Temple is Path. Yep, we planted an item over there. I maybe should have turned that off. Whoops, ammo.
Path to Independence.
You cannot do the archery game without a bow. VG fan has one though. Well, you can do the CAC archer game without a bow, but it won't give you the actual reward. It'll just give you 50 rupees guaranteed every time.
Yep.
Sorry, we've got a lot of things going on. I'm trying to remember what we all planned out. We're reading hints. We've got everything going on for everyone. Lots to keep track of with this much stuff. Yeah, Founding Fathers of Hyrule. You could say, yeah, the three goddesses, Dinfor, Nehru, the goddess Hylia herself in some ways.
In other words, Zelda.
Yeah, because you do know that the spoilers for Skyward Sword, the first Zelda from Skyward Sword is in fact a reincarnation of the goddess Hylia. Oh, hey, that is a very conveniently placed opponent song.
Play it for the Cow of Destiny!
Yep. Skull's house checks are off, yes. That is rating. Probably could have left them off when we chose to turn them off. As indoor checks. Oh. Pity, because that would have been funny if that was also a major item.
I would have loved that.
See. And just a heart piece for Egg off Ocarina memory.
But we know that one of the cows has a slingshot, but it's locked behind magic.
Magic and Dins. Dins is one of the items that we plan to. One of a list of items that could be planned to be specific places in order to make certain checks required. So that'll get a little complicated at some point. Water is foolish, okay.
Because we're not freeing the Zoras. We sort of are, but they're under a block of ice, and we only free them when we kill Ganondorf.
Yeah, is that a slingshot, by the way, in the last woods underwater?
I think so.
Yeah, that looks like it. Nifty.
And the Kokiri sword. Basically, your Deku Tree kits. Yep, all the skill checks are off today.
Correct. Also, Saluneo. I don't think I remember seeing you over on CSR chat, but bienvenue. I recognize Neo from Minyamata Moonlight there in chat from the Francophone side. DC, the bow in DC was above King Dodongo to be particular, so Alex will get it soon. More scrubs! Goron Shop is completely dead too, what a surprise. And someone mentioned a mirror shield? Oh, VG fan got that. Where was that? Goron City Pot? One of the Goron City Pots, I assume?
Probably. Ah, stairwell. One of the stairwells had a pot.
Yeah. Figured, because I was like, I don't remember seeing a specific regular check that's not a pot that had it. Not much in these spots for Alex. I can't tell what that is on the volcano either. Lost Woods Scrub Grinder had nothing neat for them. I think we turned off the Metagoron pot, yeah. Since that is basically Metagoron's house. Valley Cow is dead.
It's also considered stealing. I mean, that is his pot after all.
Yes.
Alex picking up his bow.
Yep.
Ooh, and there's something on Wolfos.
Yes, there is. And thanks for a magic meter. EMC Wallhen is that Market is foolish. That's not too bad a hint.
Indeed. Oh, just got there with a jump.
Yep, just the herd container. And sorry, giving us, storms. You know, this is Sog's Handy. As we find the other creator song hint, dead hint, reminding us that it is a song identity, even if two of our song checks had a delayed item. Solid songs on them.
We know that Minuet and Bolero are not songs.
No, because those have been hinted. But it is funny that two of our song checks end up being songs anyway, with full song sanity. Gotta love the game sometimes.
Yep.
Fortress is still foolish. They're required to find the items to beat the 3 dungeons we selected for them. Wells Path to Independence, that is our custom path, and today is, Path to Independence is the wording. This is by the sorry as well why we start a bit late today, is the player decided to not like us last minute. There's a strength behind the Kokiri shop, thank you. VG Fan did do DC, it just needs to be marked, I think, because he does have the bow from there, which was right above King Dodongo. We did not turn beehives on, Rob, so that's not a concern.
I forgot about those. Though in a way, we are technically stealing from an entire civilization of bugs, of bees. Can't be stealing from bees. Then again, there's a lot of beekeepers, but the bees don't seem to mind as much. They seem to be fine with humans taking their honey, at least when they're raised on, like, a bee farm.
Alright, nice meta skip for VG Fan. Link the Goron is not cooperating for Alex.
You'll at least get the hint here.
But they are required. But in any case, they are not required to collect every item. They're required to collect the items to beat the 3 specific dungeons we asked them to beat: Forest, Fire, and Shadow, and to be able to get. And we have planned with some of those items to be in very specific locations. House Cow has Bolero, which will be their Nocturne Warp today. We plan this thing to be on the Hammer, the Boss Key Chest of Fire Temple, all the way in the basement. We also planned to, we planned House Cavern, we planned something into GTG, and we planned something into the end of Ice Cavern as well, because we'll be going through some Trials of Fire and Ice to be able to complete this seed today. I think I forgot to clarify that to Egg earlier, but we'll sort it out.
VG Fan will be picking up his magic, whereas Egg will be picking up something from the scrub, just 5 rupees.
Giant Pot in Shadow Temple is dead.
And if I remember correctly, there's no like crates or pots there either.
I don't think so. That pot, that specifically does refer to a giant pot as well.
Yep.
There's the other Valley Cow. That's a Valley Cow hint for. I think that was the same Valley Cow hint actually. For that we saw earlier. Yeah, for Egg.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe no in the race time room for something in. Who plays the British? The Gerudo, I think, is who we're treating as the British today. Mostly because there's the enemies, I guess, in this game. And also, I very much like that mirror shield color for Alex.
Yep.
That mirror tunic color combination is beautiful. I quite like that blue and gold.
Yeah, it looks really nice. But imagine Ganondorf being sort of the British here. It looks like Alex is trying to go for pot push here.
Yes, he is. Relatively new strat that's rather unusual. That did not work for Egg. Ganon is King George? That would make sense, huh? Big Oron is dead. Convenient location for that hint right below Big Oron.
You almost got it.
Almost, but not quite for Egg. Zora are the French. I mean, part of the reason we chose Independence Day was because Bastille Day is next week on the 14th for the French, which is more or less their Independence Day. This will be a bonus for Egg.
And I believe in these settings we have to free the cow. Free Epona.
We do. Something is planned to do House Cow. I did remember to remind the runners of that. Well, we select a specific set of items. So, Hammer, Dins, Hovers, Light, Bolero, ZL, and Epona song created a special list in the Plantos for those items. Then one of those items will be randomly selected to be on certain locations we chose. So House Cow, Fire Boss Key Chest, it's a last chest of Ice Cavern and a couple other select locations. And yeah, so in this case, we saw House Cow was planned to be Bolero in particular. So some of the others are still outstanding. So it could be Hammer. So Hammer cannot be in the Fireballsky chest, but it could be Dins, could be Hovers, could be ZL.
Oh my god, that hint for Big Goron right next to him.
Yep, because that's a classic.
We'll be seeing Egg doing Dodongo's Cavern as child. Going for that hint, I think. Oh, it looks like we're getting the trade quest for VG Fan, and he'll be getting that scale.
Nothing on that predicting here for VG Fan. Alex and I kind of just backchecking over things we've already seen. Nothing in Shield Grave yet for VG Fan, you saw that earlier. So, while we have a moment, reminder to everyone to give all of our runners a follow here, to Alexander, Harold, VG Fan, and Eggmeister, to my co-com, Lee Harold, and to our trackers, Tomaltok and Quagsire. Hope everyone in chat is doing well as Egg gets his big Oron sword. But really at the moment, we're just kind of in slow mode. Haven't really found any significant amount of items to do dungeons with. They're just plugging through early checks all over the place, which there are a lot of, with pots and freestandings. Pots, crates, and freestandings. Just looking for things to do. Looking for items to do stuff with, basically, at this point. Not too much interesting going on right now, unfortunately. Can't really do any dungeons. Got loot. Basically got a bow and bombs and not much else. Magic and skill not particularly helpful to much of anything, or the mirror shield.
Now Alex
River is
magic.
new for VG Fan.
Yep. River is new.
Beans are still vanilla, we did not shuffle those things. We did set free Scarecrow, but that requires them to have a hookshot first, which, who knows where those are?
Exactly. Bottom of the well is Path to Independence. We've seen that.
Yep. Seen all the hints here already in SFM, actually.
We'll at least get to see some new hints in the river.
Yes, we will. Pretty much the only thing that we're seeing right now is VG Fans' river checks. And Frog's Toes dead, alright.
Sag, the frogs won't get to do anything today.
They rarely do.
True.
Anyhow, let's see. There's the other house cow hint. VG fan is gonna go back for the chicken. Oh, that's another. Oh, that's another. That's a strength upgrade up top there. In Kokiri, and I think there's another region up there. I just couldn't tell what.
So we'll need beans, most likely.
Beans or hover boots will get you over there as well.
Yep, but we still haven't found those hover boots.
Nope, because there's a very good chance here the end of ice or in the fire boss key chest, since we don't have that many remaining items that could be on those places. What was our plan doing? We'll not be seeing the upper river hint for a little while because the VG fan does not want to lose a check-in. It's just going to head into domain. Alright, more pots. I know we turned off, I think, some things in domain, but I don't remember what all we turned off. Nothing in the Zora shop. It's funny we turned on a shop setting, but I don't think we've seen anything at all in any of our shops, especially with Market Foolish turning 3 of those off immediately. Or telling us 3 of those are off immediately. Ice is path, yep. Epona is there?
Epona. Or not.
Not,
Then again, playing the song for her does free her.
Yeah. We left no opponent race on in the plan to whoopsies. Yeah, well, still need a race for House Cow, even if we apparently forgot to turn it on to race for her. Go figure. I was wondering, because I was like, I thought we had that planned to be free, to not have free Epona, but it is free Epona. In any case, thanks Alex for doing the cow. Guess that works. Nothing on domain torches. Yeah, I just realized, Lee, that apparently that was the thing it looks like on the Plando. Oh well. Alright, and that's the race done. And that is Prelude from Zora Diving. And now that we freed the cow, let's get Epona out of here.
Liberty! For our noble steed.
Yep. Complete with a cutscene. I do think that one's pretty neat. Epona rearing up in happiness that she is no longer stuck in Mon Ranch. Found here is child for VG fan. We never did find a bottle, so we haven't found a bottle yet, so that's not going to be happening just yet. But we'll see a couple new hints. Market's still foolish. Thanks. Okay, thank you in chat. Zalmtak noting one of our trackers. Saturday takes us to DMC and Prelude to Kokiri. Thank you. Catching text boxes that I did not. And here is the other menu at hint.
Gotta play a beautiful song for our cow.
Yep. To get ourselves Bolero, which will be our Nocturne Warp today. Since we do have randomized warp song destinations as Prelude just like VG Fan to Kokiri. Getting a hint. Shadow is path. Oh boy, that's a different. That was not planned to imply the way. That's just there. Funny but stupid but mean thought. If ZL's get that path item, that would be pretty funny in there.
We're gonna see some adult archery, I believe, now.
Yep, we should. We saw this earlier from VG Fan, which is nothing at all of importance.
It'll be really nice to see this fight as child again.
Oh yeah, we don't see many Child King Dodongo fights in Rando.
I find it interesting that the most intended way to actually fight King Dodongo is by the person who's doing the DDR rule set.
Yeah.
But still, he's just as easy as ever.
Yep. Alright, and that's getting his Sapphire. We'll see Deku from VG Fan. Alex is heading up river as adult here.
He won't be able to do domain, but he will at least get to see the top hint.
Yep. Now I'm starting to wonder, Leah, where's our progression at? We're running a little bit low on friendly, accessible overworld checks at this point, and we don't have dungeoning. We don't really have dungeon access at the moment. Although there are a couple of freestanding. Well, no, Ice Caverns had a logic till we find ZL, wherever that's at. We don't have a warp song to that, but I'm wondering where our progression is in terms of items. We don't have a hookshot, we have no strengths, we know where one is, but logically, it is accessible actually, though it doesn't do much without other items. We do have beam access since we started with bombs. And we have a scale. Let's see, what else are we missing? Some additional songs would be nice to get to warps to places. GTG is an idea, though without a hookshot it's kind of annoying. Ices, yep, that's path. And that's it for Alex.
Might possibly just be wanting to do Fortress.
Possible, huh?
'Cause you should be able to do like a handful of checks in GTG.
Mm-hmm. Well, rescuing the carpenters at the hookshot's a little bit funky. I think it's doable. It's doable, but it's a little funky. Oh, we did not turn on the Dompe hint for hookshot, which is a positive, which does actually exist in dev builds now, as a side note. But that is not there, Alex. No like for you. It does get a quick put away for lighting up the torches in Goron City after a few tries. And, just some more cat clearing for Alex. More everyone doing things you've already seen. That's the mirror shield for Egg. That is a pretty cool pot texture, I'll say. I like the white and gold.
Yeah, it looks really nice. I'm pretty sure like these crates don't drop anything at nighttime.
I
that
don't remember.
Doesn't.
I might not. Yeah, I'm not completely sure. Those crates that can move between day and night in CAC. Okay, thanks, Rob. Rob and chat, the dev fought in crate sanity.
Just some Southern Hyrule checks, I believe.
Yep, South Hyrule here for Alex will also get us a couple of new hints. Goma is not being nice to VG fan.
And I know that lap diving is turned on.
I think the rupees are turned on. I think Lab Dive itself as a minigame of sorts is turned on. Shadow is still pathed in Remote Grotto there. And it's going down for VG fan. He's still dead. Nothing on Field Scrub.
And now this is a play to fortress, which is going to be pretty new.
Yep, most checkdowns place we have are running quite low on things to do.
There's a few freestandings in GTG.
Yep. There's also a Scrub Grotto over here. We can peek Hammer Rocks, of course.
No, so
There's the valley. That
Alex died. I think the only person who has it right now is Egg,
mm,
because he was the only one who made it to Saria. But it looks
that is
like
a point, yeah. So,
yeah,
straightforward fortress it is then. Oh, we know. Well, that's a point though. The fortress itself is foolish, so the pots in here are not it.
yep.
I do believe all three of our runners have that hint, but GTG is very much a thing. It's not in logic yet without Longshot or hovered boots across the wasteland, river of sand, but there are some pots in the wasteland structure.
And crates on like near the quicksand river.
That too. So we did turn on all four carpenters, or we should have at least. Go with our independence theme. Okay, yep, four carpenters. Alex, these are foolish. Those pots are dead.
I think he's just refilling.
I hope that's what it is. I mean, it's not a huge time loss to hit the pots that are right next to you, but anyhow. And Frogs 1 is a gloopy.
Green carpenter number 2.
Yep.
Yes, so much freedom and so much liberty. I mean, we gotta celebrate Hyrule's independence.
Indeed. We'll might actually be seeing everyone free the Gorons later, because that's also part of the theme. Ooh, that's a strength upgrade for
That was
Egg.
Zora's River.
Oh, river scrubs. We haven't seen those yet, because yeah, Egg's dealing with the storms. That is a good find to have.
Very good.
Although I think Egg, as the DDR player among the three, has the least use for a strength upgrade out of ironically. What target is dead? Here's the well for Egg, opening it up with storms. Going to see what's happening here. BG Fan will be getting his storm soon as Alex continues clearing out the fortress. Is a small key for Egg. That's a pretty neat small key texture on that pot.
It almost looks identical to the normal ones, except that it has like a key texture.
Yeah, I wasn't even. I was like, what even is that? Oh, that must be small keys because they don't have Skull Sanity on. The Skull Sanity texture, I have no idea what it is for pots, but I know it's also great. I think. Egg was trying to go out of bounds to get to places that to Dead Hand. I think that did not work, unfortunately.
I don't think the freestandings are anything from the looks of it. Just the refills.
Alright, we did plan to hidden ceiling here to be something in order to require freeing all four carpenters. And let's see what that is. Nothing on the pier chest. And there's our hammer. I am really bad at identifying anything at all in the maze. Doesn't look like we really need keys though.
Key, I think.
Melon teaching us a loopy.
I think she pities us because of the lack of money.
Well, VG Fan actually wasn't doing too bad as a kid beforehand. Was it 69 out of 99 rupees on a child's wallet?
True. But she doesn't know that.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, there's the first hook shot.
Finally, red scrubs.
Ow! F for VG Fan. The Skulltula just absolutely bodied him.
That's egg. But yes, ouch.
Yeah, sorry.
You're good. But yeah, that's an ouch. Getting bodied by the Skulltula, gonna have to read it. Start back to the beginning. I don't think that worked for Alex. We'll find out on that hookshotless GTG strat. And VG Fan is heading out. We did turn off the Lon Ranch silo since that's invading somebody's place, so that's all dead. And happy 1 hour, everyone.
Very smooth. Thankfully, we have all new checks on all 3 screens.
Yep, finally some different things. Still no sign of that path item here in the well. So we now know that
Scale!
Oh, but gold scale.
Lab Dive. Or Tektite Grotto.
Yeah. Now the Lab Dive's freestanding rupees, I think we classified those as invading someone's house, but I think Lab Dive, the little quote-unquote mini-game, is on, yeah.
Because they technically give it to you.
As a reward, yeah. And yes, Egg, you probably do want to pick that up. GTG not really turning up much of anything else for Alex. I think I meant anything else besides the hammer in GTG particular. Hammer's good. The rest of this place, oh, there's another major item.
A bottle.
And that's a bottle. That is going to be necessary for Ice Cavern, so you'll take that.
Sadly, he can't go there.
Nope. No hovers, no ZL. This well is looking extremely empty. Other than that, besides that,
Oh, look! It's
other thing. Oh, that's a major item pot. Gold scale event. Okay, let's see. What's this?
another bow.
That's well. Okay, that ain't it.
I thought there'd be more than just the gold scale.
Apparently not. Question is first how you get involved in these events. So, oh, that's another pod over on the left side before we continue. Before I continue that sentence and answering a question in chat.
Hover boots!
Hover boots! Those are very much necessary. It's spontaneous. So, how do what's get into these events? So, Freaky Friday races are open to anyone who wishes to join. They are casual races at the core. You may find out about settings and more information by joining the OTR Discord. We have a channel dedicated to the Freaky Friday races and a separate one to discuss the results of these races. I think that's a death for egg. And then, if you want to join as a commentator or volunteer or tracker to help out with the restream, that is at this link, separately posted in chat. We come up with new settings every other week. Lee and I are two of the 4 Freaky Friday organizers currently. And there's new stuff every time. We're seeing the Well Now for VG fan as well. Alex also going child. I forgot there's a pot here. Fire arrows are certainly a thing.
That's fully available.
Yep.
I believe there's no pots in here.
Don't think so. Eggs checking.
No, it's just
Yep.
the skull. And there's also the pit that takes you down to the basement.
Yeah, the players really want to be in Egg's inventory, lol. Since the pot flew at him.
Yes.
Pot sanity's fun. Alright, and that's it for the well. Hover boots confirmed path since we did find it. Since the path ends do point specifically at finishing Shadow Temple. The game technically recognizes any 3 medallions as being required to open the bridge, but we customized our path hints to point at specifically the ones we want. They can and very well might need to finish all their dungeons, but it is 3 specific ones we planned out to be required. Oh, Skull Kid is dead.
So I'm guessing Ice Cavern might have our dins then.
Dins and ZL are the 2 remaining plan-doable things we haven't seen, yeah. And ZL can't be nice. So ZL's gotta be in the basement in the Fire BK chest then, and yeah. Dins and Ice would make sense, because I think all the other plan-doable items that could have been in those two locations we've seen. Because those were Hammer, which was in GTG, Hover was in a well, Bolero was on House Cab, and Epona's turned up on DMT. So yep.
Looks like we're getting Castle 2 from Egg.
Yep.
I believe we've seen it on Alex's end.
I don't think we've seen either castle hit before, actually. Was it already down? Probably might have. I do think Marvax might have been in the area earlier, so whips. Lowland Ranch's path. Thanks for that hook shot. And now we're gonna see. Alright, there's a couple pots in this grotto, I think.
Yep. Right next to the hint stone.
Mm-hmm.
And hovers for
Hovers.
again. Ooh!
That's a major item. Thanks to the paperweight game. And Skull gets the bed.
It looks like VG fans basically following in Alex's footsteps for a while.
Yep. Alex doing what VG fan already did here in the ranch, and it looks like Egg is heading for the if he can steer, the ranch.
Nocturne. This is unreasonable search and seizure at this point.
Oh jeez, yeah, Alex, these pots are off.
But it's free money, I guess.
I suppose. There's actually incoming for egg. A little bit stupid thought. Scrub texture matches content.
That would be funny.
It would be, which is why I just randomly thought of it. Egg, don't forget! Please. I think you might have been just checking the mark. I was like, please don't forget your other scrubs. Where was Nocturne actually?
Would it be based on the leaf color, the leaf, or the body itself?
I was thinking the body.
So, like, if it's a skull token on it, it has like a like spider webs on it, and if
Something
it's
like that, yeah.
if it's a key, it has like keys on it, and it's sort of like black and white. But if it's a major Triforce on it, oh my god, that would actually be pretty cool.
So that's your suggestion, Rob. You're wanting suggestions? There's one. Scrub texture matches comments for the if it's possible.
Matches content.
What? Sorry.
Cow texture matches content.
Oh, that's another one too. Where was Nocturne, by the way? Because I think they got it, but I don't remember where that was.
It was on Talon's Chickens.
Ah, that would be why. That looks like a Colossus warp. Get a fire path. Can't tell what that is on the arch. Thor texture patches contents wouldn't make much sense. Richard texture patches contents would just be silly. And Requiem Tech is a bluey.
Richard texture matches content. like he'd be the would he have like a Triforce piece and be like a gold dog? And if it's like junk items, just normal. Key would be blue dog.
The air texture matches content so low. I still remember. Pot texture. I know we have pot and crate texture matches contents, and then I suppose pot and crate size matches contents would be a little funky to code. But I kind of wish to see it. I remember someone suggesting pot size matches contents using the Goron City pot as the size as for pot size matches contents, which is the funniest mental image.
That would make it like Kakariko so hard to see.
The guardhouse would be ridiculous. If he had pot size matches contents be the Goron City pot. I know it's probably not realistic, but it would be hilarious. Probably getting you better than Goron. Yes, yeah. True. I didn't say it would necessarily be practical to code. I just said just a really funny mental image to have pot size just got the Goron City pot. It's only pot texture at the moment. Size would be a bit impractical, but it is a funny mental image. They'll do how possible scrub texture matches contents would be. I think that's a small adjustment on the Goron City Maze left side.
I don't believe the crates drop anything when you're an adult. I mean, when you're a child. Just the pots. Ooh. Another wallet.
Yep.
Well, it's another wallet for Alex, because that would be Egg's first wallet.
Yep.
Andrew texture who matches content. You mean for the chickens?
That would be something.
Yes, the ultimate freedom is capitalism. Except that it's not.
Guide roof texture matches contents. I mean, at that point we could just call it NPC texture matches contents or something. I don't know how that would work. I do remember seeing a video of somebody, because you know the man on roof has green pants. I remember someone using that to put some funny texture on his pants. That was pretty funny. It might be a song on the arch. I couldn't tell, to be honest with you. So there's not, in fact, a gold skull texture matches contents. No. That would be tricky to code, I'd think, but would be funny to see. Actually kind of useful too, because some of the skulls are you can peek but can't get. Oh no! You can't even, if you can't even hit the skull, that could be kind of handy. Good spirit keys on the child side.
Planting a bean for the song.
Yeah. Also, I have to say, I quite enjoyed the Spirit Tracks Overworld music as the Kokiri Forest theme for Alex.
It is nice.
It is very nice. It is a very nice theme.
I actually should play Spirit Tracks. I planned out my one for Spirit Tracks with.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, I planned out for my seats. I normally planned out on Gerudo Valley.
Nice. And yes, that was Greg in Spirit Temple. Lol. VG Fan did also get a strength on the scrubs. Yeah, Spirit Adult Climb Pot had the single green rupee in the game. Sorry, I'm just kind of idly humming along to the Spirit Tracks theme here. It's so catchy. Can't really transpose some of the notes because some of them are a little bit too high or low within my vocal range.
planting another bean.
Yeah, for the strength up there. Because Alex does not have the hovers from the well yet. Yeah, quite excited. Alex has got custom music going, so Reese came here and myself are listening to Alex's audio with the spirit tracks, so that is now over as he enters the Deku Tree. I am having a brain fart as to what tune this is.
Oh, this is the castle theme from Minish Cap. You know, like the last level.
I played that game when I saw it, so it was a different thing. It might just be having a brain fart though. Or parts of it is. I think I'm confusing the enemy theme with the Deku theme.
I don't entirely remember the enemy theme though.
But yeah, this is the Minish Cap Castle theme, right? I
just know that I have Delta Rune music over the enemy theme on mine.
Gotcha. In case you can't tell, I am somewhat musically inclined, sorry. Quite a few themes I do happen to know from pretty well too. I can at least recognize. It's just some I recognize and some it's like, I've heard this a few times from Music Random, but I don't know the specific name of the track. So far, Spirit's been a complete and total bust for Egg on a side note.
Yep.
Tic Grotto, just a heart piece. Egg is consulting. In case you were wondering, I don't believe Egg plays Pot City all that often, so he's consulting in notes at various points when he pauses to remember where are the pots in this place again? Because there are a lot, and it's hard to keep track of them all if you don't play with this setting often.
Was going for a Tsundere skip, but now going for just a ground jump.
Your invisible chests, more nothing.
Is this the Valley Loop from VG Fan? We haven't.
Oh, that was a bomb bag in the Deku basement that we missed earlier.
I think no. I think we've seen that.
No, I forgot to comment on it earlier. Where it's like I don't remember there one being there. But or nothing on the Colossus hands.
Gonna do a.
And is that Sun Song on the Colossus Arch? That looked like a yellow song, at least. Valley here is new checks for VG Fan. We know the cow is useless, but the others are still here. That's dead. Egg is trying to Mega Flip to the Colossus Arch, I think. Or maybe a Super Slide. That's not working, whatever he's trying to do. Not completely sure which one of the glitches he's going for.
Think a Mega Flip.
Oh, thanks for the hint game. Valley Cow hint next to the Valley Cow.
Moo.
Thanks.
But there's still the crate next to the cow.
Yep.
And much the same.
Yep. Unfortunately, Egg did not manage to land on the arch, so it's going to Death Warp all the way back up, which is a little bit slow here on 7 hearts. And gets a barrel refill from the Gwei, just because the Gwei is going to be rude no matter what the Gwei does. Egg is not happy about that. Goron Pot, spinning Goron Pot is still dead.
Back of lake hints. Yes, we get to see those.
Yeah. And chat confirms that there is a yellow song on the art, so that will be Sun's song. Oh, Alex just straight up hasn't done Child Lost with you, so that's what he's doing. Mono Ranch is still Path, thanks. Let's try again for Egg with this Mega Flip.
I think it was
Oh,
more...
that's a major item.
Just a
Slingshot. Thanks, game. Thanks. And Big Ron's still dead. Thanks. I have got to check something in our plan, though. Okay, we did turn that off. I was kind of wondering. Okay.
Rock texture matches content, if only. Rock sanity.
Roxanne bushes would probably go together for that.
Grass sanity, though. Grass texture matches content. Plus invisible rupees. Yes. I've always needed help.
I mean, we are the people who have volunteered the time to talk about a 20-year-old video game, which is older than I am, as a side note, actually. 20-year-old video, or actually 30-year-old video game, with a person we've never met in person for 3 to 4 hours. I'm not sure if that qualifies exactly as normal. Okay, 23 years older. So, okay, yeah, closer to... Which does kind of date my age. I did turn, well, I did have my birthday earlier, just this past Monday, actually. 20, okay, I think it was 98 was OoT, so 24 years old. That's a Zora Tunic for VG fan. And thanks for the birthday wishes. Yeah, I'm actually a bit younger than OT. I won't say how much younger, but still, you guys have an idea, I suppose. There's a key on Sunblock for VG fan. Ah, that was Lake Scrubs. Oh, it's key for Egg. Lake Scrubs was this working for VG fan.
So it will be 25 next year.
Yes it will. Ah, yeah. Google tells me November 21st, 1998 was the release date, for, OT. Yeah, more than 20-year-old game, and, we're sitting here talking about it. We've never met in person, and, this all sounds super odd out of context if you try to describe it to someone who has no idea, lol. And yes, I think everyone's forgetting some of their foolish hints, particularly the market foolish. Water is foolish, I don't think it really cares, and so far only,
I think Alex is the only one missing the Market Foolish.
I don't know where he'd gotten it. It was DMC Wall and Fountain, but he might not have seen it.
How about enemy drop sanity and enemy textures matches content?
Yeah. I think that would be something. I believe that's a whole logistical mess. On this different note, though, here is Fire Temple for a VG fan. Does not have a hammer, so won't be getting very far in here.
Yep.
We did turn glitch useful cutscenes on, which is why Daruni's appearing. Hey there, and bye again. And we did ask them to free all the Goron, so don't forget that. So let's pick up this key, because all the keys are vanilla to go with freeing all the Gorons. Or, hey, VG fan, you're supposed to free the Goron! Anyway, not a huge deal if he doesn't, but somebody forgot.
He's coming out, though. I mean, he never just stays in one place when you release him.
Oh, there's double magic, that's neat. I did remind them to free the Goron, seems like they forgot. Ah, well, so's how it goes sometimes.
Oh, right, there's pots here, too.
You can actually get quite far with it, since it is vanilla keys.
But still, I like my idea of enemies having random drops. I think that would be fun.
It would be something.
So, like, keys with major items having a Triforce on them.
Yeah, technically the freeing the Gorons isn't required to finish a race or anything, it's just we have to do it to go with the theme, and they'll let themselves out eventually, I suppose, but stay. And Egg is now racing for the house cow. That did not work. I'm just gonna have to redo this race, because, yep. Didn't quite manage to get the useless carrots, spice out his carrots right on those 3 fences in a row in the back. So, with the plan knowingly, I think we know where everything is they need is for go mode. They're each missing a few things, but we know Din's is in, Din's is in Ice and Zeal's on the Fire Boss key chest because of everything else you've already seen that we planned out.
Yep.
And we know lights are in those pots over there, so it's just a matter of these guys finding everything. Let's see, are they missing? Alex needs a strength upgrade. I don't think he's,
Yeah,
yeah.
on in Zora's River.
Okay, he has storms. I wasn't sure. Okay, so he has storms and strength now. So Alex needs a bottle. I think it's a no. He has a bottle. He has a bottle. So Alex needs to visit the well and
Grab its hovers.
yeah, needs to visit the well, grab his hovers, and then go chase the planted things. I think is what Alex needs to do. Egg is chasing his planted things and needs to
Oh
visit.
my god, another strength.
Really, game? Really? Okay.
That might be bait.
That might be for VG fan, but Egg is also in a position where if he chases his planted things, because he is missing, he's missing a hammer, which is in GTG planted, Diz, which is in Fire Temple planted, and then Egg needs a bottle, which is also in GTG, so he'll have to pick that up. And then CL would know to be in fire, and Egg does have Bolero, I believe. Yeah. Or Egg is gonna get Bolero right now, so he'll be fine. And then VG Fan is the only person who has hovers, needs to head GTG, needs to head fire. They're all basically in a position at this point where if they remember what's planned, they are all pretty close to no mode at least. We'll see how long it takes them to get there, though. Because it is hard to keep track of everything we set in this seed. This is going to be Egg Mega Flipping to the... Oh no, you don't need a Mega Flip, even you just use your sprint hovers to get over here. That's strength 2 for Egg. Prelude for Alex. Logically, we still need to find Minu at Rosaria Song for Forest Temple, but none of these guys care for that. At all. That's my Jabu. Really not turning out much of anything.
There!
There's Alex's Market Foolish. Alright, X gonna go to Ice Cavern now. I think yeah, since he's playing on DDR rules, I believe he should be able to get his dins here. I'm having
Yep.
a checking his notes. Egg does still need to go free the carpenters though. And even though the DDR rules say you still need a hammer to kill Wilbagia, because that's the item he needs out of GTG. These
Just
are not giving us anything yet. Oh yeah, there are some pots down here for egg, next to one of the most obnoxious sculptures in the game. Because for some reason the devs thought it would be a great place to put a sculpture all the way over here. Seems like a pretty darn random spot.
this is even more random to put pots near it.
Mm-hmm. Alright, here's Alex going the well. And Pierre chest and pots here for VG fan. There is a major item on Pierre. Which is, there's our forest access in logic potentially, though we don't know for sure because it is random warp time destination, so that's Minuet.
Coconut Mall time. Taking a peek at that pot.
Yeah, they're supposed to free all the Gorons. VG fan here kind of forgot to do that, despite us reminding him in the race room. Doesn't technically disqualify race is just a little bit of an oopsies. He is at least opening up the doors, even if he's not directly talking to me.
Bomb refill. Small chest. There's also a freestanding that's locked behind blue fire. Oh, just arrows this time. Nothing in the freestanding so far.
Yep.
Might be in the push block room.
Possible. Though we do know that so we did plan out the Iron Boots chest specifically to be something.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right, no, yeah, because I remember, because that one I think we know has to be dense fire because we've seen the other planet items except for ZL, and ZL can't be in here.
Yes. We have to free all of the Gorons. And Carpenters.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I think that's what VG Fan is going for now. And he'll be picking up his hammer soon, but it'll still take a bit.
Yep.
And there's the Storm's Grotto here. With nothing of note here.
Nope.
Oh my god, it still looks really funny to see those freestandings in Ice Cavern in this room.
They really did, because you're just kind of up in the air there.
Imagine like seeing Iron Boots up in the air like that. It's like, wait, how are they so? How are they suspended in the air like that? Ooh, there it is, the final reward. Let's see if we got it correct.
Oh no! Oh, is that ZL? Oh, is there seriously a?
Uh-oh.
That would explain it. Lol.
But I'm sure
Nice
all
game.
of us can get past that.
Oh, they absolutely can. That's just ironic, because I thought that was going to be Din's, but nope. Apparently, there's a warp song there. We've seen all of our other warp. I don't know if we've seen where Minuet goes to yet, but it's either that or Requiem. Lol. Thanks, game. That's a surprise. But that works. I'd honestly forgotten with Warp Song Shuffle we might have a Warp Song channel domain or fat, and that would negate the need for CL for Ice.
Maybe.
Because that has to be it. Because we don't have the Trickster done for Ice without ZL. Kind of funny though.
Oh no, does this mean that it's a casino mode for Din's Fire?
No, because Din's must be in the Fire Boss key chest. It's just switching which two it is.
Probably.
Because we've seen the others. There was only a handful of items that could have been there. We've seen Hammer, we've seen Hovers, we know where lights are, because I planned those added unless by accident. We have seen ZL, we've seen Blur, we've seen Opponents. It has to be Din's in the Fireball's key chest.
Makes sense.
Because that was planned to be one of our specific items, and that does not change, even if just having Din's and ZL were swapped from what we expected. I think bypassing GTG for now, though, is not going to be getting that hammer for a bit.
Yep. I think he's just reversing. But VG Fan will be picking up his hammer soon.
Yep. So Hammer Scout Town was in the GTG ceiling chest. The Kokiri sword is in the Lost Woods Underwater Shortcut, one of those freestanding rupees.
Find the Goron tunic.
Yep. Yeah, pretty chill chat today. Gotta guess a lot of people are kind of busy. Friday evening. I know we've got multiple other things going on ZS. I've got another race on ZSR 2 at the moment, which I'm pretty sure is taking some attention. But I'm gonna just chill here as VG Fan gets his hammer, and that's gonna be Sun Song for Alex.
And probably just reversing to check what's on the Wasteland chest.
Yep.
Oh, they're at the door. I'll be back in a bit.
Alright, yep. Alex has to have K for a minute here. In the meantime, I'm just gonna chill out. Seeing really things you've already seen. Nothing much in the wasteland that Egg saw, so Alex is gonna do that. VG fan just doing what we've already seen from Alex, who is here in GTG because we saw this earlier from Alex and Morbeg, or just seeing everyone around here. Hmm? Oh yeah, that is a pretty neat color combo for VG Fan's Mirror Shield and Tunic. That kind of turquoise Mirror Shield edge color is very nice.
Yeah.
It goes really, really well with the bright green tunic he's got, which I think is a bit... Yeah, which is brighter than the usual. Here's rank 2 for Alex.
I think Alex is going to Forest Temple first. Follow that up with Fire Temple. Whereas Egg will be grabbing his hammer soon after defeating all these guards.
Yep. Defeating all the guards and freeing all the characters, don't forget. Happy 2 hours, everyone. Remember to give everyone a follow, our 3 runners, Alex, VG Fan, and Egg, to my co-com Lee, and to our trackers, Fiveslayer and Tomotak. There is a bottle for VG Fan, and cheese for like Ladabouts for Ice Cavern, and we're gonna finally see a medallion here from Alex, because he's in New Forest Temple now. Wahoo!
Yes.
Alex is in a pretty good spot. We'll eventually get as long as he remembers, which I hope he does, considering he has helped us put this idea together. As long as he remembers the remaining two planned items, ZL and Dins, he should be about set to go. And then he's clearing out dungeons because he just needs to go ice for ZL, do fire, which will get him Dins, and then that'll be go mode. And those aren't too far off that as well, just chasing our planned out items for go mode, though it's hard to keep it all straight. For sure. Even though we know that they know that they probably, if they keep track of their planned items, they should all know where the remaining items are, but it's hard to keep track of all that. So I don't blame them. The plan was also nearly a mile long, so it's hard. So that's quite a bit of a rate. 323 lines, to be particular, was the longest line I think I've ever done in terms of line count. Mostly because of all the disabled checks we had.
Yes. I don't think I'm gonna have a crazy seed like that ever again, but that was fun.
It was fun to do.
It's also not a fairly long seed either, if you just follow your watts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your path to independence.
Yep.
Seeing some 3-key forest action here. Not quite getting it.
Nope.
Oh, you talking about the Octorok one?
Yeah. Yeah, nobody's checked that.
The Octorok swimming pool. It's not likely people are actually going to be searching for that. And he got it!
Very nice.
bullied by the Baba and the Octorok.
Yep.
And Egg is heading straight to Shadow Temple?
Yep.
Or at least, yeah. Fire Temple. No, he's doing the quick put away.
Yep.
Looks like he's got it. And there's the boss key.
Yep.
In those pots over there.
Yeah, because the forest shortcut on generally for Freaky Fridays for some more rule set equality, we do, if you find the boss key, you can just head straight for the back, and Alex knows where his remaining items are, and he's gonna just clear out of here. He's done with Phantom Ganon. Egg checking all these pots, getting a key, he's got up to 3 keys now, and then heading for Dead Hand here. So Egg used a glitch called Quick Put Away to enter Shadow Temple. I'm not aware of the specifics. Do you know, Lee?
Basically, not exactly sure how that works, but basically it changes the damage value to like a burning Deku stick, I think.
Yeah. Ribbits for Alex. And that's just funny. And that the whole sound of that this forest temple done for him.
Well, who doesn't like frogs? I wonder when National Frog Day is.
That's an actually good question, Lol. It probably exists. Because there's national days of a whole bunch of random stuff in the US.
Like mustard and chocolate.
Apparently, National Frog Jumping Day is May 13th every year, according to Google.
Well, We're a little late on
They
that one.
learned. Just a bit. I think that was our Mother's Day Freaky Friday thing, if I remember
Yes.
correctly.
Probably was. Oh, this is a Rush Ice play.
Not entirely. Yeah, it makes sense since he knows that we planned on certain things, and he knows that there's not much left, and those should be what's left that's been planned.
Oh, it's just a fish bottle in there.
Uh,
In that pot in Shadow.
yeah.
There's the shield.
Alex is kind of saying those hats aren't vanilla pet lol. Yeah, he could use a bit of a health refill right about now. Fortunately, those freestandings over there are definitely not it either. And that's enough. There's VG Fan Slingshot. Alright, and here's fire for VG Fan. You recognize this tune here in Ice Cavern for Alex?
Yep. Sector 5 from Metroid Fusion.
Nice. Never played that series, so have no idea.
Yeah, Metroid Fusion does have really good music. Like, it's more of an ambient tone for a lot of it. And Dread is basically the sequel to it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to, because, you know, the sound font for Metroid and Legend of Zelda are so completely different. I mean, that's the point. Like, Metroid's supposed to sound more futuristic and cool. Well, futuristic and, like, techno, or sometimes orchestral. Whereas Legend of Zelda is, like, more medieval theme. And ambient. But yeah, there's that Dins.
Yep, as expected, as Alex finds his ZL.
Ooh, thank you for the raid, Silver Gauntlets. The part.
Come in. Thank you for the sub, Dustar. Welcome into a Freaky Friday release here. We've got some pretty major nonsense for an Independence Day celebration. So, in case anyone's wondering, we put in the settings command. We're doing a bit of an unusual one. So, we've blended the fire, shadow, and fire, water, and lightning dance to forest, fire, and shadow. We've gotten a bunch of sanities on. We're asking them, and we've planned out certain items to specific places, including the Ice Cavern Iron Boots chest design. We're seeing that right now. That's got ZL. Today, ironically enough, there must be a warp song there because we turned in warp song destination shuffle. We just haven't really found it yet to our knowledge, as we get some bombs off full for VG fan. And we're pretty much they're mostly all in the end game. Egg is our first runner in Shadow. VG fan's our first runner to finish Fire. Alex is doing the Zora Fairy Fountain. I'm not Zora Fountain Fairy, not sure why. And then we'll just make a couple items. Most notably, Din's Fire and the Fire Boss Key Chest, so Egg can skip that as he's playing in the DDR rule set. Then ZL, and then that's about mostly it for these guys, really. They're all pretty close at this point. Light Arrows, we have planned it specifically to be in those pots over there under Ganondorf. So, as long as they remember, they don't need to look for that.
Ow. Looks like VG fans also going Ice Cavern.
Yep. Yes, well, I think his menu at that there, which would make sense, because, you know, there must have been one of the warp songs must have led here. like winning out the boat. We know X is gonna get just some arrows here off King Zora, because I did that earlier. And where are you going, Alex? This one is a Kokiri warp. That's right. Always a catchy theme. This one's always so good when hearing Lost Woods. I still don't know what it is. Do you recognize this one here in Lost Woods for briefly for Alex Lee?
Oh, that one's from Donkey Kong 64. I think it's a minigame theme.
Nice. Spirit Tracks Randomizer 1? That's a good question, Tom. I believe, last I heard, Phantom Hourglass Randomizer was in the works. PHR, I guess? Or... I think I remember hearing that that particular... getting randomizers for those games has been difficult because of anti-piracy protections on the DS, or something to that effect, I believe. So I think apparently they're working around that now for PHR, and once they get that figured out, I'd assume they'd probably be able to figure out STR from there, since those are sister games. And those are actually the Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks are basically the last main series Zelda games to get randomizers that can be randomized, because like the Force Worlds games kind of aren't practical. I guess probably aren't practical due to the way they work with the multiplayer. Triforce Heroes, which is also kind of a spin-off, I'd assume is the same, and then Breath of the Wild, this doesn't really work with one, I suppose.
It's more similar to, like, something like... It's more like
yeah,
shuffling.
Even the CDI games have randomizers.
But it's not like a key item shuffler.
Yeah. And yes, A Link Between Worlds has a randomizer. It's one of the newer ones. It's been out for, I think, around a year now. I believe for whichever reason that particular randomizer is known as Z17R for short, I guess, because that's the 17th entry in the series. I just remember it as ALBWR, but that one does exist. Yeah, 2 of the 3 CDI games have randomizers, Bond of Gamelon and Faces of Evil. Zelda's Adventure does not. That's its whole... Even among the CDI games, Zelda's Adventure is the black sheep out of the 3.
Yep.
Ancient Stone Tablets Randomizer. Tomaltalk, I did specify main series games, so CDI is technically a bit of a spin-off, same as Triforce Heroes, and Hyrule Warriors, which I also remember exists, as well as Ancient Stone Tablets, is kind of not main series. Yeah, also that one's not really practical to randomize. Main series games that are practical to randomize, almost all of them have, besides Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. Does not count remakes as a idle side note, technically, because I don't think Majora's Mask 3D has a randomizer, but ALBWR and I don't think, like, for example, the GameCube version of OoT has a randomizer either, but generally. Alright, that's Shadow down for Egg. Alright, here's Fire for Alex. VG fans about to finish off Ice.
It does have a randomizer. It's just part of the settings for Ocarina of Time randomizer.
Yep. I'm not sure who, but somebody actually hacked all of the Master Quest dungeons into their N64 randomizer. 1.0, which is kind of not easy to do, so I'm impressed by it. You can turn on any one or all 12 of the Master Quest dungeons for in OoT randomizer.
And Alex and I have done like a few co-op seeds with like Master Quest dungeons, so
Yes, the XR lol. CL isn't nice. I think we have Warp Zone Destination Shuffle on, so I think Minuet's the one that takes us over there, but it is pretty funny. Also, I don't know what just happened to Egg. He might have crashed, I can't tell. His stream also might have just... because he did just get a black screen. I don't recognize the Fire Temple theme either for
It's from Star
Alex.
Fox.
Who gets his dins? Okay, Egg stream has straight up gone offline.
Ooh. Yep, F's in chat.
F's in chat for Egg. I don't have. I think Egg is American. For those who don't know, apparently a pretty good chunk of southeastern Canada's got a major internet outage at the moment. One of the major Canadian internet providers has gone down, I think.
Ooh.
But it looks like
Yeah,
Egg is back up on his personal channel, which, just waiting on him to come back on Restream side. Let me hit a refresh button.
Yeah, I heard about it from one of my employers. Which is incredibly unfortunate.
Yeah, okay, correction, the major provider, because there's only one major provider. So, like, Toronto, Ottawa, all that big stretch is pretty much down from everything I've been able to tell. I Googled a little bit about it as well, but,
It kind of makes me
it's created some
glad that
chaos. Yeah.
And VG Fan's gonna be getting the Moo.
Yep, which will lead him to his Bolero, which will be his shadow access. It'll be pretty much, I think it'll be about good for him, actually. Alex just needs to climb all the way up fire. We did further freeing the Goron's theme. Thank you. Alex does remember. Further freeing the Goron's theme, we did put the boss key up at the top of Fire Temple with all the small keys vanilla, so you're going to go free all the Gorons.
Oh, it looks like... No. Might have to refresh my stream page. We planned out the house cow to have Bolero, which is our Nocturne. Plus, you know, it is Link's house after all, so you can't be, so you're not technically breaking into his house. So it's not an unreasonable, search and seizure.
Alright, I am tend to step away from him. I'm back. Yes, Bolero was planned with the house cow. Well, we didn't plan out Bolero specifically with the house cow. How we did this Lando was they had a list of items that are hardcore to beat, the dungeons we selected, and then added opponents to that list, and then had the randomizer pull from that list for specific locations. That was an interesting one. Yeah, any particular thoughts, I guess? Because currently I think all of our runners are pretty much on their way to go mode.
Yep.
There's not a ton else to be said left at this point. About
Free
the
the
seed.
Free the Gorons.
Free the Gorons indeed. They're not. Hey, Egg, hello? Guys.
Well, I guess we're gonna go out on our own.
Pretty much.
Oh, I forgot to say what they normally say at the end. Goral. Oh, I just did a bit of a peek here. It's Requiem that takes them to Zora's Fountain.
Gotcha. Thanks for looking. We do have the spoiler log between us since this was generated locally, and then, Lee generated locally, then he sent me the spoiler log just so that we could verify we didn't break things again. Okay, Minyat was from was where we can. Oops, okay.
Oh, they just need to get the fire medallion, the water medallion, and the light medallion.
Yep.
I think VG fans forgetting about Shadow Temple. I see.
Gotcha, yeah. So VG fan just forgot about Shadow. Remember, he's just gonna get the Light's Hint. Which, well, or getting lights, I guess, because he may have forgotten that those were planted specifically to be in those pots over there. It's no big deal either way. Um, yeah, no, we planned out those lights to be specifically the hair tumble attack, just for the meme, I think.
Yep. Oh, oh. I guess I'll be walking out then, Goral. And he's gone. I bet he's been informed about the revolution. The Hyrulean Revolution of 2022. It's more for finishing off Shadow Temple.
Yep. We did specifically ask for the theme of red, white, and blue to ask them to pick up the forest, the fire, water, and light medallion. So that's what VG fan's doing.
And yeah, Egg does have Dins.
Yep. You did do that part of fire.
It's been a hot while since we've seen this DLC room.
Yeah, it is. Right. There are a couple crates in here, but I think Alex just wants a faster way back down. Um.
Forgetting that you actually need the crates.
Yep. If you're wondering who our trackers are, well, let me go put in some commands. For our runners, links to our runner streams, links to Lee's stream, and my own if you want, and to our trackers here. So, Top Attack and Quacksire are doing the clickety clack today. Whereas.
They're doing the tappies.
They're sorry, a song for VG fans. That was our forced Texas logic then, most likely. Thanks, game. We're making fairly alright time. All of our runners throwing out their remaining dungeons. This is the last one for VG fan. This is, I think. Okay, so let's see what egg still. Force will be pretty quick for. Egg. Yeah, and then he's already, and then he's mostly done with fire now, and then Alex is Alex, I think, just has Shadow left, yeah. Maybe I think sub 330 for all three.
And sadly, Alex got troll hold, but should be able to take her out. Well, at least Volv is not a key this time.
Yep.
Though, of course, she never could be with this plando.
Yep. If she had been, I would have been majorly concerned because that would have meant that we really screwed up something. Mind you, it's hard to keep track of everything anyhow for this plando because it was really complicated. That would have been a particularly embarrassing oops. What is Alex missing for go mode on a genuine side note?
You just need.
He only has. He was the one who planned this with us. He should know lights are in the pods over there. Alex? Oh dear.
Maybe he's just being careful.
I suppose it is, because he only has Shadow Temple left. He has Bolero.
So I
But
think it's that Egg might actually take the victory from VG Fan, because there are pots in Forest Temple, and one of the ones in the lobby room where the
There's the
elevators.
boss key.
Yep.
Yeah, and Shadow's long for VG Fan. I don't know where Alex is going. He has everything for Shadow Temple, including his magic, covers, ZL, Dins,
And Hookshot
Bolero,
and Bomb.
Hookshot. Yeah, Alex? Hello? We'll have to ask him why he's doing thing. Okay, there's Bolero now. Maybe he just want to do this couple fairies before leaving. But Bolero's good. This will be him going Shadow.
Yep.
That's fire down for Egg.
And this room was hinted dead, and there's no pots in there, so. And we're freestandings. I mean, the closest thing to a pottery lottery would be Triforce pieces. Coconut Mall, yes. And the mini boss theme here is just Gruntilda's theme from Banjo Kazooie.
Mm-hmm. Egg has done shit already. He was in there quite a bit earlier. He is playing the Dungeon Door requirement rule set, so he used quick put away to get in there and finish it, but he did pick up Dins, and, well, in fact, me finishing Forza's his final dungeon. I do agree that VG Fan getting trolled by fans is pretty ironic.
He's getting trolled by fans.
Yep.
Oh, I see. He's gonna do. Oh, never mind. He failed the trick. Ooh, there we go. Going directly into the basement now.
Yep.
And that will put Egg in the lead. No, you don't have to. Oh.
Here's Arius for Alex. VG Fan really is not having a fun time in these fan rooms in Shadow. Iron's never showed up, so they're doing it the slow way. He's just doing it the slow way here. And That's
Oh. Whew.
and this is Egg heading for Phantom Cannon.
Just made it. I think VG Fan is still looking for the boss key.
I think so. I don't remember where it is. I don't think. Yeah, it seems like he doesn't have it yet.
There's the fish bottle.
Yep.
And there's the third med for Egg.
Yep. First runner to finish up the 3 dungeons we asked him to beat.
Nope. Trials are off.
Yep, trials are off, but we decided to not make them go through all that as well. Egg actually is the least worried about strength 3 between the 3 of them, because Egg is the one who plays with glitches and can just unload the light file pillar.
Yep.
Among other things. Whether Egg's gonna get layers or go get the hint depends on whether he remembers they got planned out there. We'll find out.
Check the pots. Oh, yep, that's a pot play.
Yep.
There's the light arrows and double defense.
Why not? I do not remember the boss key was in Shadow, but VG Fan is looking for a small key for certain, and probably also the boss key. There's an assortment of pots back here, as well as the Floor Master.
Just doing good old Hess.
Yep, for Egg.
Yes, fireworks. You'll never find the light arrows in the pots over there!
Yep.
Another funny one is like, in your pocket! Oh my god.
There's Bosky, VG fan.
And just happy 3 hours. We're just finishing off right there.
Yep. Bongo stand for VG fan. Alex is not far behind. Making a look, yeah, Delsky's not there. You're gonna need to go across. You're gonna have to go in here to go find your boss key.
Yeah. That's very true.
VG fan was quite a bit more ahead of Alex going into Shadow, but yeah, sort of goofs here and there added up for sure.
Let's see if Alex goes into the other pot room. Yep. This is the other pot room play. I can actually hear his reaction.
In the meantime, GG's here to gonna finish first place with an official race time.gg time of 3:02:46.
And GG's the egg. Oh, it's not like an angry one. It's like, oh no! Because the entire pot just empties, and it's like, there's your boss key.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good chunk of items in just that one pot alone.
Yeah, there is.
Just wondering if Egg wants to join us for an interview. Oh, yep. There's confirmation.
He'll be joining us shortly.
Almost got the one cycle on Bongo with Master Sword.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Alex has got clean audio, so yeah, and there we are. Hey, GG's.
GG's.
Whoa. Yeah, thanks. That was fun. Sorry about my stream going down. My computer crashed. You know.
I was wondering what
I got
happened here.
Elgato. You hate to see it. Elgato decided to
Yeah.
just be like, I'm just gonna crash your computer today. And I'm like, okay.
That felt bad.
But yeah, it looks like everyone's about to be done, right?
Yep.
Let's see.
Pretty close race between you all today.
That's good.
PG fan playing tennis with Dorf. That's Bongo down for. That's Alex getting his final medallion here off Bongo. And yeah, they'll be done in a few minutes. So first impressions, I guess, of this seed.
It was fine overall. It was pretty much just came down to just if you followed the hints and everything, you were pretty golden. Was pretty much what happened.
Yeah, there's like a point where we were like, all three of you are about where, if you remember the plan doing and hints, you're about all in no mode. So it took you all a little while longer to figure that out.
Yeah, I just wanted to do a bunch of random stuff for some reason. So that's just what I did. I was like, okay. Like, I didn't want to go into Spirit at all, but then there was a song up there. I'm like, might as well. Full clear Spirit, why not? That was a massive waste of time, obviously. DC had nothing. Deku, I don't think had anything.
No.
The one time I decided to just go child and like do child stuff, it probably would have been better just to go adult. Whatever. That's
Yeah,
fun.
I think of the three of you, Alex had the longest adult segment for the first one.
Nice. Yeah, my first adult segment lasted all of 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just go. Like, my main logic for it is I wanted, like, if I started with Hylian Shield, I wouldn't have done it, but I didn't. So I was like, okay, I want a shield, and the more likely to get it as child, or you can check shops faster. So that was my logic. Also, child just has more age specific like scrubs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But also wasn't really necessary at all, with the fact that we knew Cavern, GTG, and I guess House Cow was something good.
Yeah, House Cow. Those were planned to be particular things.
Yeah. So I think like the one thing we probably could have not had hints. I think hints were unnecessary for how strong we already knew where everything was, but it also didn't matter. I guess it matters for the dins and fire, I guess.
That one was also planned out. Probably should, in hindsight, should have removed those particular planted things from being hinted. Oops.
Okay.
That was the thing or remove those specific planted checks from being hinted, since the planted. If you look at the plando, we set like a list of items, and then had those specific checks pulled from the list, basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know there was guaranteed something to be in fire, but
gotcha. Yeah, that was all in the planned file, which, to be fair, was 300 lines long. So probably a bit of mess to read. GG's I'd like to be G-Fan finishing second, 308, 36 will be interviewing as well. And Alex is almost done as well. But yeah, we had the specific list of, let's see, what was the list again? If I can find the planner file on my computer. List was Hammer, Dins, Hovers, Bolero, ZL, and Naponas. Basically the unique items are required to beat the dungeons we selected, plus Epona, since, free Epona was an oops. Thank you. But so good. That's how it goes sometimes.
Technically, I could have gotten around a lot of it, but I just didn't. for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Like I could have within DDR, I could have just ledge clipped into. Oh, we're gonna get the light arrows here. There. Well, other one. Could have got into GGG without freeing the carpenters, but kind of defeats
Yeah.
the purpose.
Thanks for doing that. I know. That's
Ultimately,
was
like,
a
I
little
would
more
have
designed
free.
glitchlessly in mind.
Yeah, I guess I could have skipped Gorons when they were small keys. Whatever. Not doing that. I don't care. I just open chests until I find boss key. That's how it works.
The boss Gainfire was also planted.
Yeah. You
I
mentioned
stayed
something
high
about
all the way
like
up the top.
yeah, you mentioned something about like, oh, you're gonna have to go to hammer chest. I was like, okay, that's probably be BK.
Yeah.
Um,
Probably should have clarified better that you should have read the Plandomizer file when
it was in there.
preparing for
Okay,
this chase.
whatever.
Yeah, it was in the enhancement, but that's kind of on us. Hey, BG fan, GG's.
Jeez.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, GG's.
And to add to that, my run is validated.
You did find is it the green rupee in Spirit?
Yes,
That was
I
a fun
did.
green rupee. Wasn't that one of the flying pots? I think.
Yep,
Yeah, that was in Spirit, right? Spirit Adult Climb.
It was.
in the
Yeah, I remember
lifelike
that
room.
smacked me in the face, and then I got Greg. It was funny.
Yeah, it's like, oh hi.
The flying pot drops are pretty funny. I think fire smacked you in the face too is
Good.
Yeah, I was hoping that key on the highest Goron wasn't a thing, and I was right. I was going with my instinct on that one.
yeah, that was blended all the keys vanilla among other things. BG fans.
Yeah, I knew about that. It's just the like sometimes you have that key that locks the boss key loop.
Mm-hmm.
So I was
This
so I was
wasn't key
worried that
sanity.
it was it wasn't key sanity. Thank goodness.
No, you would have noticed if it was key sanity. We decided to not turn that on. There was enough going on there with all the sanities.
Surprisingly, I thought the sanities. I mean, despite all the sanities we had, it wasn't a bad seed.
Not particularly. I think part of it is that we just played with several of the major specific items to particular places, which narrowed down things a lot.
Yeah,
The
The
fact that
elements
you
is
knew
kind of
where
funny.
stuff was, and you started with one of the most powerful items, which is bomb bags. Speeds up quite a
Yeah.
bit. Like, I think even from a glitches perspective, the strongest item is still explosives. So
Yeah,
starting with bomb bag alone makes seeds consistently faster usually.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And that's where all the fun stuff you can do too. That's fun.
First time I pulled off the bomb chew trick in Shadow.
Which one again?
The one that the bomb
What?
chew to get the bridge, the statue bridge to fall down.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
That's a good. That's always a good setup.
Nice, quick too.
Yeah, you can if you go too close to the edge. I guess if there's one. Usually there's like a side hop you do before you drop the chew. You can just side hop off, and that's not good, obviously.
Yeah.
I'll do that setup often. In a glitch perspective, it doesn't come up that often usually.
Yeah.
Because the most optimal way is just to super slide, hover slide across, and just not bother watching the cutscene. Past that would be bow into void, and then choose. But
Or Pierre Longshot.
oh, Pierre, I've never had to actually do that one.
Alright, and GG's
That could be relevant though.
Yeah, GG's Alex, by the way, finishing third, 314 flat.
At GG's.
Nice.
Pie.
Hello?
You know the abbreviation for Path of Independence is POI.
Yes.
Yes. That one is the one that gave us trouble, by the way. Is custom goals are finicky things that I don't fully understand in Plando, And the randomizer really hated us on that one. Took us quite a bit to work out. And then we tried to roll a C today, having figured out who was rolling it and with what build. And then, oh great, are the path hints working? No. Tries to mess around a bit. Okay, there it goes. We're sending you the scene.
I can imagine like hint distros tend to break things quite a lot. They're always a pain.
Yeah, there's a few different things. Like we had like the first Sona Temple of Time was Happy Hyrule Independence Day, and then we had to do a second one next to it, so that the hint because we were doing based off tournament hint distro, which has 2 copies of each hint. But that doesn't work if you have a singleton plan to attend. You needed 2 to make sure it did blow up completely on us. That was one bit, and then it just depended on whether the randomizer wanted to work with us. I guess I don't understand it fully either, but it's custom goals that tend to really mess with things. Hey, Alex, GG's.
Hello, GG.
GG's.
GG, Alex.
Yeah, the best hint. There you can go.
All the unnecessary things I did. Oh, wow.
We were wondering.
I was looking for a long shot just in case of Scarecrow.
Yeah. You mean for Shadow Temple, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I completely forgot about that.
That or Song of Time as well, because that also
right.
unlocks a couple of ones as well.
Also,
I totally forgot about those things.
Yeah.
I had the lol at that Sun Song location, though.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
So your long shot, by the way, Hyrule Field Cow Grotto Pot 2 had your long shot.
That was accessible right from the get-go. You just need Eponas and you're good. Oh, except it's except that you needed Dins and magic, so never mind.
Yeah. Song of Time was on the Icy Waters free silver rupees. Well, not silver freestanding things.
Oh,
where were the iron boots? Just out of curiosity.
Control Fing the iron boots. Jabu's belly, the DLC room.
Oh gross.
My goodness. I almost went into Jabu and almost found that.
Yeah, your lens.
Jabu's probably pretty good in Pot Sanity, all things considered.
Yeah.
Yeah, that area in general is really good in Pot Sandy.
Yeah, when I went to Fountain, I Ocarina dived and tried to see as much as I could. I think there was a bottle down there. There was a bottle, I think, and something else. It's hard to see like 20 items, but I tried my best.
Let's see. Looking at the list, there was indeed a bottle on Green Rupee 9, whatever that means.
Yeah, there's not even just one Greg because Pot Sanity.
Yeah, it's a Song of Time and bottle were the only 2 major items down there. Everything else was absolute junk.
Was a song. Yeah,
I thought it was funny seeing seeing Requiem basically skip us over to Zelda's.
Yeah, I was wondering about that one. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, we were like, because of the Play-Doh things, we knew after like an hour and a half or something around there that Dins and ZL had to be Fire and Ice Cavern because we'd see those are the only 2 those are the 2 planned locations left and the only 2 possible plan-doable items left for those checks. So it's like, okay, ZL's probably in Fire and Dins and Ice, right?
And it's reverse.
That confused us. We were like, so where is our access then?
It was also in Fire.
Yep.
Yeah, I was wondering about those 2 songs in Fire. That was pretty good.
There was 2 songs in Fire. I only got one.
Yep.
Zarya's song was on Pierre.
Yep.
Oh, it was a minuet.
It might have been Zarya's was on it was Minuet on Pierre's. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Minuet was on Pierre and Zarya's was in Shadow.
Oh. I did find the Saryas. That was in the Gibdo room. So yeah, there were 2 warps in Fire Temple.
So nice.
I just found it funny that the only thing of value in Dodongo's Cavern was that bow.
Yeah, that's true. I was wondering about that.
Actually. Yeah, I think I got every bow, if I'm thinking correctly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Wasn't there a magic in there, too? What was I got both the magics. I forget. One was, like, super on the way. I got really late. But the other one was pretty early.
I got double magic. Can't
Yeah, I'm
remember
trying to
exactly.
think.
Uh,
Like
Well, I
one
think
was
the
like
sheet.
in Fire Temple.
yeah, the one in Fire Temple was like, or like I remember the second one I got was like just right on the way of what you were already doing. I forget what the first one was. Maybe it was like
Let me
child
go
Run
look
City
for it.
stuff.
Why is my oh I'm I'm not finding this little magic Wolfo's Grotto and Fire Temple near boss.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
that's where we got it.
That's what it was. Wolfos Grotto.
Yep.
Yeah, there wasn't really any like weird positionings. The best hint was Baron Gruta Fortress. I haven't really done Pot Sanity. I think I did it for the only time I've done it was the Triforce thing we did.
Well, most of the pots and crates in there were already off anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were excluded. Yeah.
Oh, well, they were. I didn't even consider those to be
Interiors,
interior.
yeah.
Yeah. The one thing I found weird about this was oh wait. Yeah. Talon's Chickens was considered a mini game, so that's probably why it was not excluded.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah,
Okay.
that's why. Because you had to pay.
Storms, right? I think.
Because
Is it
yeah, you have
Storm?
to pay for it. You're not stealing it from somebody.
Right. But the freestanding pieces of heart were excluded because they were interiors
Yep.
freestanding, I guess. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Mini games and shops are a fair game, but
The
everything
shops ended up
else,
like
except
I think.
for Big Pose, I think might have forgotten that, but it didn't have anything.
We did turn
I
off
never-
every single pot in that building. That was
Yep, that must have been fun.
Hey, you just
Yeah,
able
that's when we did some bug testing and found the tag issue.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
not gonna
there
lie.
was a bunch of things.
The
Was
most
there anything
satisfying
in Bombshell?
experience is doing doing Guard Hut and Pot Sanity. That's like I remember that being extremely
Oh.
fun when I did Pot Sanity last, and I couldn't do that this time. Like, dang, dude. It's like the most fun you can have. You just like enter the room and you leave with like 5 major items, and you're like, nice.
Oh yeah, can
This
we talk
is-
about the major
everything
items
in
in
this-
Ganon's tower?
That's true, but that's like super
Wow.
late at that point, you know.
I know.
The light arrows were pretty clutch, but I think
Yep.
at that point
Those
it
are
was pretty
planned
likely
very
light
well.
arrows were
hey,
in
yeah.
Ganon.
I was gonna say, Ganondorf, your light arrows are underneath you.
Yeah, those are planned. There's a side note.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we thought it would be
that's
funny
kind
to
of
have those pots over there.
Yep.
basically.
Boomerang was there too, so I was like, okay.
What's right in there? Oh, nice.
It was. It was right next to the light arrows too.
Yeah, I grabbed the double defense and the light arrows, and then just was like, okay.
Yeah, I thought,
Right.
since I'm behind, I might as well pick up that.
I was
didn't-
going for the light arrows and just in case, but it was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, if that was planned out, I obviously didn't read it. I thought Ice Trial and Fire Trial were on, but I think
I
just
thought so too.
Yeah,
And I got
guess
worried because
misunderstood
I
what you
needed
said.
long shot.
Yeah.
Oof.
'Cause I thought when you said trial by ice and fire, I'm like, oh, ice trial and fire trial. I guess it's water trial
mean,
and fire trial.
The dungeons kind of already do that, but
Yeah, but when it's planned though, that's the thing. It matches the theme. So
True.
that's when I
Maybe you
realized
should've-
that was like, oh yeah, it's not the trials, it's the dungeons.
You probably should have thought of it, but just so it says how it goes.
It was very, very cryptic.
The biggest downside to doing it from a glitch's point of view is you require 3 strengths guaranteed then at that point.
well, I
Fire
found all
trial.
three of
Yeah,
them.
Fire
I found
does.
all 3 of those as well.
So yeah, we found the strengths. You didn't find one of them. I forget which egg, but
I
there's one.
think I saw one and was just like, I don't need that, and then just
Yeah, it was
There's one in the
That's probably
Fire
what
Temple
happened.
elevator room.
Kokiri Forest. Kokiri Forest had one.
Yeah, I think-
Fire elevator room had another, and then the third one was River
I
Scrubs.
got one off a scrub. I remember seeing the one
Yep.
in Kukiri, and the only reason I got it because I wanted the choose behind it.
There's one in Fire
I
elevator
don't
room.
remember. I think I saw the third one though.
Fire
Was it
Fire
also
elevator
freestanding?
room egg.
Oh yeah.
That's
First
one
past
of the
big lava room.
freestandings.
Yeah,
Yep.
those freestanding hearts.
Yep, I saw
Yeah.
all of them. It's just didn't need any really.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably could have skipped the strengths too. But I picked them up anyway because it looks nice.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
think from even
Forest
a glitch's
PK as
point of
early as
view.
it was. You didn't really need the strengths even for Forest.
No, I mean meet at Bosky. Yeah,
I know that Bosky location. What?
Yeah, I failed my hover boost, and I was like, ah, crap. And then I was like, oh, Bosky. Okay.
Oh, I did that 3 times, and then I
I
got
actually skipped the same pot in my practice, and then this seed they put the Bosky on that pot. I was like, okay, cool,
Yeah.
boss time.
I was looking forward to going through Forest. Forest, I think, is one of the more simple ones for Profanity. Though very concentrated.
It is very linear though, so it does take time. So if you don't have to do it, why bother?
Yeah, of
I
course.
mean, with hovers, it's a lot nicer because 3 key force is better than Stead.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hovers are
What
nice and
else?
close. The only good way to skip strength requirements in Forest is it requires hover boots. Unless you want to do really dumb stuff.
Oh, right. So how many of you did you guys actually make a list of the locations for the freestanding items, or did you go off a wiki?
I used Tutor, the TOOTR,
Access tracker, yeah.
and I just I just marked literally everything. I was like, I can't go through this and mark only, I can't just create a list of all the stuff like I don't already know. So I literally just this entire seed I like checklisted everything I did. Which was
You guys had checklists?
Yeah.
I
the only way
did,
could
yes.
really do it. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
had that
So I
open,
went into
and
a couple
then
rooms because I didn't remember if they had pots or not.
yeah.
Gotcha, yeah.
But like I
Yeah, we saw
know,
you pause
like
now and then
This is
egg
like the best
to
way to
be like,
learn.
okay,
I think. Like
Yeah, I
honestly,
was worried. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. Anyone who's listening who wants to like do a rando, I remember when I first did it, having a checklist is like the best thing possible because you like
yeah,
feel like you're
definitely.
making progress, and it's a lot harder to like miss something. So and
Yeah,
most
that's
stuff
what
is
I
pretty
do for Wind
self-explanatory if you don't
Waker.
know the game.
In fact, I need to
Yeah.
do that for Majora's Mask because I also don't remember every location for that one. But Ocarina of Time, I remember every single location. Well, just about every.
Yeah. I just actually had to like I do like Pod Sandy. I just haven't like done it. Like the only time I did it was the 200 out of 400 thing we did way back when, and
right, yeah.
obviously I don't need to actually. I don't care if I miss a pot in those settings.
Yeah.
To flood everything,
Yeah.
so like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I do. I think the textures
Yeah.
really helped with this.
Oh yeah, I loved having the textures.
Do the crates have textures with those too?
Yes,
I
they
didn't
do.
really
They
notice.
Actually,
do.
Oh,
They
okay.
just all happened. They do. They just never saw them because it so happened that they were all dead. Which is more likely to happen when you don't have like key sanity or skill sanity
So,
or power sanity.
MQ water soon with crit
Oh
sanity.
jeez, MQ water.
Yep.
So
Water
in
beam.
case you
The
didn't
story's
know,
simple.
MQ water has a stupid amount of checks in with these new settings. It can have a maximum of 123.
At
There's a
123.
somewhat nonsensical number of pots and crates in place.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Yep.
123.
It's a silly
Yeah.
number of pots and crates in the
I've never
world.
done
There's
MQ,
26 pots and 85 crates.
but nice.
Oh my
Mind you, some of
god.
those crates are the little boxes, not the giant ones.
Yep, and those count.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I've never done MQ
85.
just in general, but knowing MQ, like the geometry stays the same, and water's one of the most clippable dungeons in the game. I'd probably find my way around.
Yeah.
That would actually be fun. I would actually like to mess around with that. I remember I did the only MQ dungeon I've ever done is GTG, and that was literally just like, oh, weird shot still breaks this. Okay, cool. So
Yeah, because
with glitches, you
MQ,
could
the fun.
gotta cheat your way around a bit.
Yeah, because the fundamental architecture of the dungeons doesn't change in MQ. It's the small things that does.
It actually would probably be more broken because there's so many longer time blocks, and because of how different types of collision interact, you can probably go through a bunch of walls you couldn't in normal. So, I really should get like a MQ thing and find all of this dumb stuff you could do. Because when you have like a movable collision and static collision next to each other, the game, like, because of collision priority, can push you through the wall pretty easily. So,
But yeah, there's a few dungeons I think that get better from MQ. Dodongo's Cavern's pretty nice with it because you can do it backwards more efficiently than forwards.
That's
and
good.
Jabu is way better because there's actually a lot more checks that aren't boomerang locked, as well as the fact that there's just cows everywhere.
Moo.
Oh yeah, it has a cow in it in MQ.
Yeah, cow sanity.
Yeah, that also like sling matters, right? Because they have
it does.
Yeah. They have like actual switches that care that it's slingshot, not like slingshot or a bow kind of deal. Dang.
Mm-hmm.
You can still QPA it though. Still works. Dungeon damage priority for the cows doesn't make QPA not work. I remember Dotso made a setup for entering MQ Jabu with nothing but a shtick. Because why not? As we do.
I mean, if there's a way to break it.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. That boss. Yeah, I was going to mention the boss key in Shadow. If you didn't know the locations, you were screwed.
Yeah, I remember so I did my normal stuff where I did like reverse and everything, and then I was looking at the checklist after I'm like, I did everything before the boat. Why is there so many things left? I'm like, oh yeah, there's like 10 items in that one room.
Yep.
I'm like, what? Oh yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I went in there and I saw those ice arrows. So I was like, oh wait, I should grab them, and then they disappeared on me.
Yeah.
I was sad.
Oh. I didn't even see the ice arrows. I just saw the boss key. I was like, okay, I'm out of here.
Yeah, it was ice arrows and Nehru's love in there.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It's definitely like from like a glitch meta perspective. You can always YOLO go to the back for boss key, but it's probably actually not a meme to do that in like a no logic siege or something. Because there's just so many items back there. It's like the same amount back past the boat than before, but it's so much faster. By comparison,
how many are there? Let's see.
It's a lot.
It's only 9 rupees actually.
Yeah, but then you also have the 2 pots.
Then you got the pots and the recovery heart. Yeah.
And like to clear past the boat is probably, I don't know, a third of the time it takes to clear up to the boat. So
yeah,
you got at least like something like 18 items that checks if you include all the fun stuff like that.
Of course, the downside for guessing wrong is you got to ride the boat again, and that's not a fun time.
And if you didn't unlock the shortcut,
yep,
glitchless. Yep.
Yeah, glitchless is horrible, and glitched it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm talking from the perspective that from the very start of the dungeon, you literally just, instead of doing anything, you just go and gate clip and then go on the boat and go to the back. People sometimes do that, right? Like hoping there's boss key back there to just beat the dungeon and skip all of it. But it usually, like statistically speaking, the boss key should be in the front, usually. But settings like this make it a more viable play. But if you're wrong, you lose, 2 minutes to the boat, I think? Yeah, I don't know how... I guess the boat ride itself, I think, is like 90 seconds, but then you had to like factor in getting there, playing the song. Yeah, I don't know. It's a pain.
Yeah, it's about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes.
Yeah. Also, Shadow just has a decent chunk of like items. Unlike like water or fire, there's like 10?
There's a lot of checks for freestanding and pots and crates.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like it. It's just it makes adult dungeons more valuable to just like look for items. Still not like great, of course. Overworld's still better, but compared to the fact that like if you do normal sanities, you're not like you just don't go underwater looking for something if it's not hinted, right? Because there's only like 4 items. It's just not worth your time. So making adult dungeons,
unless it's MQ water.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
but even then, it's pretty late too because you need iron boots and hook shot to get in there.
Yeah.
Aren't we glad we never had to do Dampe race?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
man.
never did a single check in graveyard.
Yeah, I
Oh,
tried to plan my route all around that.
That was weird. Yeah, I just like
Oopsie, yeah.
immediately. I was like, oh, I want shield. So like, I went child 10 seconds into the start of the seed. I was just child for an hour, and then when I went adult, I'm like, I don't really need much more. Cavern exists, GTG exists. I'll probably get it done, you know. So I like never touched CAC as adult, really. I think. Besides literally going to it when I was after Shadow to get to fire. Well, yeah, for me, I didn't have Dens when I did Shadow, obviously. So
Yeah.
yeah, those fun settings. I just think like a little bit less plando, or like don't tell us it's plandoed. I guess I don't know how you would do that though.
There were
But that would
probably
be
some
like
kind of
we kind of
improvement in
knew
this one, yeah.
too much, you know. So,
Right.
Yeah.
It was still
Part
fun
of it
though.
too is that
fun, yeah,
like if
definitely.
we didn't say anything, then it'd be kind of hard to make it an interesting seed at the same time and we'd get people getting lost more.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Definitely doesn't need
I-
like
That's
I
why
think
as a challenge.
this. The hints
Yeah,
are
the
kind of
hints
whatever.
there's some improvement.
I was wondering if you would like exclude the locations for the hints. I know that's possible, but I understand since that would be complicated.
We're
It's
having
not too bad. I
difficulties
just
with
honestly
path.
forgot. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were having particular difficulty with path hints. I forgot all about disabling locations from sometime since because you can do that. Disabling locations or items.
Yeah, like Malon's
Since we were
obstacle
doing,
course was hinted.
yeah, that is something I just honestly forgot to remove. Didn't think that hard about it. But yeah, we were having issues with path hints because we had to path to independence as a custom goal, and those are finicky to code, and I still don't fully understand them. I need to find someone who does fully understand the things to explain it to me because I don't know it. And those get really cranky at times. They're very finicky things, and I don't understand how to fix them. I just try different things until it works.
Yeah, because there are times where it wouldn't even gen a seed with any of the path hints.
Yeah, they just wouldn't give path hints. Like that's why we had to delay. Is we just were having issues getting the path hints to work.
Yeah. I just run into the
Because
issue that I can't generate because of like how many things are planned out and how many things you're excluding, you know? So I could be running into that issue.
No, it's not that.
And
It's that it just doesn't
this one
generate
was
any path hints,
okay.
but the seed generates just fine
Itself
other
was
than that.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
probably like if it doesn't meet like a valid criteria for something, it will just go and make a sometimes hit or something besides another path hint. Like we ran across that issue a lot with like DDR because we like variable medallions, you really can't have more than two way of the heroes because usually it will fail to generate more than two.
Right.
Kind of do. But it doesn't like
It just isn't
break.
that many, right?
Yeah, it just replaces it usually with something else. But I don't know if that was necessarily the problem here. 'Cause I should be able
No,
to
it just
find
straight up
enough
for
things.
some. I don't understand why, but the issue here is just it straight up didn't recognize the custom goal
Yeah.
or something like that.
Probably something to. If I had to guess, it probably is something to do with the fact that you can just go into the castle pretty early on, or some of the items that are required.
Yeah.
You can get
Maybe like-
multiple ways.
Maybe like Bombag and Open Deku, you essentially at the very start of the seed had access to all of Gan's castle, like logically, because you already had bombs.
Yeah.
I guess Sling, because I don't think S5 has B1 skip enabled.
It does not.
Right. The first logical sling was with the Kokiri sword too, for the seed.
Oh yeah, that one. Scale actually coming in handy for once. Don't think I could actually glitch my way to get those because you can't collect underwater items.
Bottom of the well had the other scale, so it's like, okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, we were because we knew that Will was path. It's like goal scale path question mark, and then Tommy's
like,
turned
I knew it
I
couldn't
was,
be.
yeah. I was worried about that when I saw the scale. I was like, okay, that makes golden, but lab dive's excluded, so that means water temple, but that's foolish.
Yeah,
Technically,
that's when I
Chronos the
knew
other
that there
name,
was
but
like
yeah, it
something
was all kinds
else.
of
Uh,
yeah, we
anything
were
could have
big
gone
for
wrong there.
yeah, thankfully we didn't find a bug this time at least, because that happened
Yeah, I
recently.
remember. Oh yeah, told me the glitch, so I did.
You actually had a glitch in that season because it was genuinely glitchlessly unbeatable.
Yep.
Gosh dang it, syntax is what happened to that one.
Yeah. Technically, you could have beaten it glitchlessly, but not within the standard rule set.
Uh,
Gotta bring up my semantics and
fair,
point
I
everyone
guess.
towards how broken this game is, even glitchlessly. Technically,
It is
this
pretty
game is
broken.
literally harder to play glitchlessly sometimes than it is to play with glitches. Like in like a
The
speed
only
run.
game I could think of that's even harder to play glitchlessly is Pokemon Red and Blue and Green.
Really? What's it?
Yeah, because
those games
there's the badge boost list glitch, which means that anytime your stats get changed, like lowered or increased, it reapplies the badge boost.
Oh, so there's a glitch in that regard. It's like unavoidable, pretty much, or very hard.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's why I
see.
said it's harder than playing it Pokemon Red glitchlessly.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
decent was one. I like Bot 70. It was hype.
I do too.
Oh, I
Yeah, we
love
should
Spot
probably
Sandy
finish
with.
But
It's even
When's
better
Gra-
with texture matches content.
Agreed.
Yeah. This is my
When
first time actually seeing PTMC in play, and that was pretty neat to see.
what pots are
yeah,
excluded, by the way? Like, are fairy pots? It seemed like fairy pots, and then like pots that normally doesn't have anything were excluded, right? That's it.
I
Some,
think so. I think naturally in
something like
Pot
that.
Sanity, fairies are in their original pots, and then if the pot's empty, then it doesn't. It has to have an item that's not a fairy.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm curious why. I wonder if the fairy like breaks something, or maybe I guess fairy is not an item, so it's technically itemless. I guess.
It might have been
Can
just a
argue.
design choice, I think, honestly.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Fairy Sanity?
Fairy
That'd be
Sanity.
hilarious.
I would love that. Also, when's Grass Sanity?
I'd play that. That with Fairy Sanity, because then we'd actually have to go to the fairy fountains.
Yeah,
Oh
we
my
did have a
gosh.
bit of a
Those
we
flying
had a
items.
we did have a bit of a tangent at one point. I actually thought of scrub texture matches contents would be entertaining.
Oh,
Oh,
this
make them
scrub is gilded.
orange.
Orange
This
scrub.
orange scrub, gray scrub,
Is gray
gilded
yeah,
scrub.
yeah, gilded scrub's gonna be the best one.
Oh,
Oh
wait, could
no.
there actually be a
Oh,
Gilda's
oh no, no, no. Here's one.
mini boss design?
Scrub size matches contents.
I still I still remember because when he first did like a Freaky Friday for pods, someone suggested pod size matches contents of the Goron City.
Imagine
Oh god.
the market guardhouse.
This big pot. There's tons of
Just
them. You have to cut that one before you can cut the others.
It would probably completely break the game, but it's a really funny mental image.
Yeah, you start messing with actors with a little bit more complicated scripting. It tends to cause problems. Make it that funny.
Yeah, it would be
Do
really funny.
do boss size match content.
Yeah.
Like a small
Tiny
morph.
Giant
Volage,
bongo.
That'd be funny.
I'm curious about enemy shuffle. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah,
I
enemy
think
shuffle would
that
be
one of
cool.
the challenges is that like this because a lot of enemies are terrain specific in OTR, which tends to utterly break things like that. So I like Boss Miser has the bosses in their own rooms because otherwise they would completely break in others.
Right.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's not like and A Link to the Past with bosses. They're kind of like their own entity, just thrown into an arena. So like boss
pretty much.
shuffle and ALTVR, you can like have arenas, but like bosses in
And
OOT are
even
intrinsically linked to their arena. So
mhm,
but
and even ALTTPR bosses, some of them have size restrictions too, because some of the
yeah,
arenas just literally aren't big enough for a few.
Like Moldorm.
Moldorm 2 it can like just barely. I think it can like just barely fit a Helmasaur on like Moldorm 2, for instance. Yeah, Cold Stare's a little. Cold Stare fits too, but I think it's a tight squeeze.
yeah, boss shuffle
So
would be
so yeah,
not boss shuffle,
yeah.
enemy shuffle.
I know it's kind of discouraging to talk about cheat codes, but I thought I saw a cheat code that actually makes Ganon like one hit killable. So that made me think, would you be able to modify the boss's health that way
You should be
or
able to.
something?
It's just a stored like bit value, pretty much.
That would be cool.
But you should
Like
be able to
double
modify.
health, quad health
I
bosses.
think
That would be
generally speaking, it's just like combat in OT is not the most interesting thing, in my
Hmm.
opinion. So I
Volvagia
feel
Yeah,
like
would be interesting for that.
yeah, so a lot of stuff would just be like you just hit it longer, and like there's not really much of a threat of you dying. It's just kind of
Mm.
tedious more than anything. I don't think it's a bad idea, of course. Like more options is better, but at least in like A Link to the Past, enemies are kind of a threat.
Or
Not
boss
so
damage
much.
multiplier or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah, you should just put on a setting that if a boss hits you, you just die.
Hmm. Or like
That's
I
So
remember
Oko.
too, because like even ALTGPR, it's rare, but sometimes you can actually get straight up unbeatable seeds with Randomizer, because there's because the logic doesn't really. I don't think the logic properly accounts for what enemies get randomized to particular placements. So like for
yeah,
example, when you're heading to the Palace of Darkness, you're escorting you have like basically an escort mission, and you can't get hit during that escort mission. It's not that far, but there's a bunch of enemies on your way. And if you get a particularly horrible enemy layout, and your item placement is terrible for the, the items that would get you past there without taking damage, you may genuinely run into an unbeatable seed because you cannot get past those enemies very literally due to the geometry of the area. And
yeah,
you don't have the invincibility items to skip it.
yeah. I
Not
think
common, but it comes up.
yeah, I think
Because I think
usually they do.
because it
Um,
is hard. Like you can't really truly code for account for that when you're coding for the literal geometry of the area and specific enemies. I guess that would be a nightmare to code that logic. I think, but that's an issue for them. I know.
yeah, it's just unlikely to happen. And I think technically you can like frame roll stuff, but that's like something even the best players can't do. I think like something like you can move for a frame in A Link to the Past if you're like pausing, unpausing, and like you don't get damaged. You can like do that over and over again to get through some stuff.
I think
But,
so, but yeah, it gets
that's like
pretty
not
silly.
really RTA viable, obviously. I think usually they
No, it is
do it
not.
like you have a lot of problems where if you have enemy shuffle on and like you're doing escape, you can have a lot of problems where you literally just can't kill like an enemy that happens to have the key. I think that's usually pretty common. I think
Yeah, like I know, like standard boss miser pretty much always gives you a starting sword because otherwise you
yeah,
will get stuck in that pickle. Um, but
yeah.
because yeah, it's just so it would be such a nightmare to code that logic on
I
some
don't
level. I
really.
think that one might not be as bad for that specific enemy, but like pod entrance
Yeah,
enemy would
I'm
be a
curious what would
nightmare to have.
happen with enemy shuffle in OOT. Like, what happens if like you have a keys, right? So that keys has a
Mhm.
spawn position that's in the air. So what if like a Beamos decides to spawn there? What would the Beamos do?
Fall
Would it
out of the
just be a
sky is
floating
what I
Beamos, or would
assume.
it like fall to the ground, or would it just crash the game? I literally don't know because I'm thinking
I
like,
think that's I think that's one of the challenges of it because OT is 3D, ALTTP is 2D, which is one of the things they don't have to worry about is airborne enemies. Um, I don't know, honestly, to your answer
I
what would happen
don't.
to Bemis
I
falling
Oh
down.
think it would.
gosh.
I think it would just be floating. I think is what would happen. All
Oh,
the
imagine
is
it.
consider
Oh,
gravity.
what if you kept the enemy like the enemy animation, but the enemy itself is shuffled. So you have this flying Gibdo. It comes after you and
Does
it
it
grabs you
scream
and takes you into midair.
Oh my god. Does it also scream while it's flying?
Yes, it screams.
Oh no, that sounds awful. I like it.
Yeah. I don't know how the game actually deals with the
I
flying property of enemies. But if it's
mm,
as simple
Yeah.
as like it's just the enemy is like set to be able to just follow the player while in the air, then it might be easy to make a Gibdo fly. Maybe. I don't actually know, but
I mean, the closest
terrifying
thing to Gypto flying
nightmares.
is in bottom of the well with the
Oh
torch,
yeah, and that one room with the emos.
the coffin room.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. You have a bunch of Gibdos, and then okay, then the other enemy would be like an iron. No, the iron knuckle doesn't move. Hmm.
They only move when you strike
Yeah, when you
first.
hit them, yeah, but it doesn't really pose a threat.
if you hit it and start flying around, it'd be pretty funny. You could also probably variable movement speed and attack speed. You can
That's
make an
what I
iron
was
knuckle
thinking.
that just like books it at you.
Oh god,
Oh,
and
geez,
swings
that would
faster.
be
Probably increases movement
No,
speed.
just give it an
Terrifying.
insanely long range axe.
Oh yeah.
I actually contemplated playing a seed on 400 times speed if you're on emulator.
Oh dear.
Yep. I actually got the hammer slide over to Morpha on 400 times speed. That was fun.
Dude, go.
Nice.
You
Yep.
have so much pause lag on emulator, just speed it up 400%, and then the pause lag's manageable.
Yep.
That's how you do it.
Done.
But yeah, I do need to get going. Thanks for the restream,
Yeah.
everyone. Those fun settings.
I agree. That was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah, GG's. That was a fun after race chat too.
Yeah. Some
Yeah.
ideas to consider.
I don't
Yep.
know if real Rob's still around, but he was earlier.
There you go.
His opinion of the pot size I just got this was a bit of an eye roll, I think.
No, we were thinking about scrub size matches contents or scrub texture.
I think texture might be easier.
Scrub texture.
Probably.
Golden
We had to debate
scrub.
leaves or the body. I think the body would make more sense than the leaves.
Yes, the body. Oh gosh, that's gonna be fun. All right. I have to go too, but good GG's Alex
Yeah,
and
right.
Eggmeister
GG's.
left, so yeah, it was fun.
GG's.
All right, see you guys.
See ya. See ya.
All right. Exceptionally long tangents over. Any last thoughts about the race seed? Hence to next week, since I know you guys were coming up with something.
That's a very tough
You don't have to
one.
spoil it all, but you can if you want to give a sneak peek.
Well, we're still tossing up some ideas, but someone mentioned a pretty good idea. I think it was like at least a week ago. I don't remember exactly when. Like, it'd be boring as a tournament setting, but like interesting. Yeah, as a one-time thing. So it was reading the spoiler log and playing through the exact playthrough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a one-time thing, it's funny, but other than that, just don't do it. Going out of logic is just too good.
It really is. So yeah, that's an idea for next week. More to come on that. In the meantime, though, I do think that is about it.
More ideas. Shoot, there's a lot of them.
Oh, there is plenty of stuff to come up, but I think that's not bad. This little peek of what we had. Let's do some final shout-outs. Give all the runners a follow. Alex, BG Fan, Eggmaster, to my co-colleague, and to our trackers, Quagslayer and Tuck. Thank you all for watching as well. Let's see. Coming up out on the ZSR schedule. So we have on the weekend our usual assortment of weekly races. We also have replacing the weeklies, actually. They're weeklies. So we have the Winnaker Randomizer Season 5 and Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 3 tournament qualifiers are ongoing and starting this weekend, respectively. We've also got a link to the past all dungeons and restricted Matrix Glitches monthly race tomorrow. We've had our OOTR weeklies this weekend actually getting replaced by the Scrubs Tournament Season 4 qualifiers numbers 1 and 2. So qualifiers, more qualifiers, a couple weekly races, and then we've also got the Link to the Past Randomizer Krowski's Tournament Swiss rounds and the Link to the Past Randomizer Challenge Cup Tournament semifinals ongoing as well. Lots to keep track of. Give us all a follow here at ZeldaSpeedRuns, ZeldaSpeedRuns2, ZeldaSpeedRuns_3, and ZeldaSpeedRuns_4, because we are busy for the next while, as the Zelda 2 Randomizer tournament's also starting up next week, too. That shall be it for us tonight. We're actually going to go over and raid our sister channels of Speedruns 2. They are currently restreaming an ALTTPR Krowski's tournament. Swiss round 1 match here between Amazon and Retro Nika. We'll see how they're doing about an hour in, and wish them luck. Thanks for watching, all. We will see you next time.
Bye-bye!
Bye.